Welcome to Champagne Football Lemonade Banter. This season is brought to you by the Lightweight Athletic Club.
Whatever you're watching us on, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
What are we talking about
I love my Spanish and everything like that.
But you're Spanish.
I'm ready.
You're
My English.
You're Spanish.
Mate,
You don't know anything about my
you
Spanish.
can talk shit about our English, mate, so you're alright.
That's very true, man.
It's going to be a hard one to understand for Gino.
How were Hakoah at the weekend? How were Hakoah?
They're all right. Like
I don't even know the scores.
they're not as good as last year.
Yeah.
You got, sorry,
But they
Did you lose?
yeah, we lost 3-2 on Sunday afternoon.
But I heard the striker is good.
Yeah, the striker is good.
Tall.
He's just a handful to deal with.
Parramatta won.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Nicholas Cooney.
5-4.
Yeah, he's got a funny name.
Aye, Cooney, I'm sure his name was.
Yeah.
They signed an overseas player.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sure he's a visa player.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure. I think he's
Probably.
I think he played in France. I
He
could be
looks
wrong.
smart. Like he just every time he got the ball, he was just a handful.
Yeah, something.
And he got a goal. And yeah, it's disappointing to be honest.
What was the own goal like at the end?
Oh, it was just fizz straight across. I think it either hit the post or the keeper, and it just bounced straight into our player.
That's a shame, man. Because that's it. Hakoah were brilliant for that last year. He scoring so many goals
Man.
in like the 93rd, 94th minute. He scored at the weekend.
Yeah.
That was pure defending from your centre back, but however,
Which one?
for the first goal, the header.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I watched it.
He literally was just like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
could have headed the ball.
Yeah.
But he was just trying to stop him, and it just popped over his shoulder, man. I'd be furious.
I wish you play sometimes as a centre back though.
You guys drew, eh?
With
Yeah,
you.
we drew.
Mounties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We missed.
Our assistant coach,
Yeah.
Brett
He
Hewitt,
went
there.
to Mounties, yeah.
Who's the assistant coach?
That's why the guy knew who I was.
They had a bit of a manager bounce.
Oh, do you know what? They just set up like
Man said, but like
10 behind,
saw the-
like literally 10 behind the ball at all times.
it was
this
really
Mounties?
hard
Mounties,
to.
aye.
I guess that's the first thing you do.
Oh, 100%. Like, it's that's
No.
it. You're looking at fair play to them. It's
100%.
like, but
You get a
we-
point and build
yeah,
from
first
this.
point for the season. We need to do better in terms of breaking it down. But,
Yeah. we
they
did.
set up it.
Second half
hard.
was much better than first.
Oh yeah, well, better, but we didn't do enough, really.
No.
We didn't.
We got chances, but we should create even
Yeah, more. Like
more.
the chances were decent chances, but not that way. There wasn't really like that was a great chance.
Correct.
Was it at Mounties?
It was played at Wanderers.
Good crowd.
Aye.
I'm being serious.
No, there was maybe 50 people there or something.
Oh, right, okay.
Max.
Yeah, maximum 50 people.
It was really hot though. First half was horrible. In the warm
Saturday
up,
was stinking,
Ah,
man.
warm up, I couldn't move.
I know. That's what the first thing I said was thank God our game wasn't at 5 because the 20s played at 5
We played at
o'clock.
5:30.
And it was really slow. Did you watch?
Oh, it was so
The
slow.
first 20 minutes they were
Shouldn't be
walking.
played in anything over 27, 28 degrees.
You wouldn't play football though. You wouldn't play football in Australia if that was the
Yeah,
case.
no, it's crap. My brother plays like park now, but they played at 1 p.m. on Saturday. It
That's
was like 30 degrees.
And they don't care, yeah.
What's the point of even playing? Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just-
hard,
We played
man.
on. I'm going to say 30 degrees is not. I think you can get used to 30 degrees. I think when it gets to like 34,
on synthetic
35,
and stuff
36.
like that.
Oh, we were thinking it was 34 on Saturday when we kicked off, and it was stinking hot,
Aye.
man.
And the synthetic does make it worse. Your feet are a nightmare, man.
But you wouldn't get much. What are you supposed to do? There's no alternative.
That's it. You're right.
The half 7 kickoffs obviously help, but you've got association football, then you've got
Yeah,
other
you
sports.
can't play that
There's nothing else you can do. Is there?
We've only got a few more weeks as well. Like it's going to cool down, so it's a case
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in
Get
a couple of
better.
weeks.
yeah.
I
We
remember
actually
we
moved our games to five this year.
Same.
I
It's
don't
the
say,
best.
man. Oh,
It's the best.
Oh, I love it.
You got a live after.
Oh, it's
100%.
Friday
I
night.
remember when we played, we changed our kick-off to 5 or something with Dunbar, remember? Like years ago?
Yeah.
2016 or whatever it was. And one of the referees came over raging, because it used to be, remember, always 18s and 20s in first grade, and we done it reverse. And the referee was absolutely, it was 3 o'clock kick-off. That's what it was.
Oh, it was 3 o'clock.
Saturday, 3 o'clock. And we were obviously, most of the teams, with a lot, not most, with a lot of British lads in the team. And we were all buzzing like 3 o'clock Saturday, that's what it's all about. And then one of the referees came over like, this is an absolute joke. 3 o'clock kick-off. I'm like, how's that a
Like
joke, mate? I'm
angry?
like, it's Saturday.
But they have to be there
Yeah, but-
anyway, no?
No, I was like, mate, you finish at 5 o'clock, you can go home, you can go out tonight. He went, oh yeah, this is brilliant. I'm like, but then it became a bit of a nightmare just because like the 20s and the 18s were playing night and they can complain. And
Yeah.
I think 5 o'clock, I think 5:30 is good because if you want some crowd, you can still get some family to come.
Yeah.
If it gets to 7:30, people with kids and that are not going to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think as
Testing
well, you're
half
looking
seven.
at like the 18s. If it goes 18s, first grade, 20s, you'll get a lot of the 18s parents and stuff will hang about and maybe watch the
And
first
the 20
half.
and
And
the
then the
Sometimes
20s
that's where
come
most of
early.
your crowd comes from.
Yeah.
100%.
The kids, their parents are hanging around and all that. Aye, well, there you go. Do you want to get stuck into the games?
Let's do it.
Oh, before we get started, because somebody actually commented saying, could we introduce the guests? Which we used to do last year, but we stopped doing it. So, Gabi Lopez.
Hey.
Am I going to see your last name correctly? Gino Cerasoli, is that right?
Correct.
Is it? Aye. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Welcome, lads. So, Gabi is at UNSW and Gino Bankstown Berries, or Canterbury Bankstown.
Canterbury Bankstown.
Does anyone still,
Berries.
within the club, do you still call them berries?
Yeah, just berries.
Aye.
Everyone calls us berries. So.
I thought that. Why did they change it?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Canterbury and then berries.
No, why did they change it? I understand why it was called berries.
Oh, I don't know, to be honest.
You don't know?
No.
How long have you been there for?
6 seasons now. Been there for
You
a
don't
while.
even know why they changed their name?
Pardon?
You didn't even ask why have we changed our name?
Nah, no idea.
He doesn't care anymore.
I don't even know what we were called before, so yeah.
Did you? Okay, all good.
Okay, sweet. Well, NPL 1, Chaz, you want to get started now? Run through them?
First game, we've got Sydney SC and Manly, finished nothing each.
Friday night game.
Friday night game.
I thought that it would have been a wee bit a better game. I seen parts of the game live. Wasn't a great game to watch. Manly obviously have been a bit indifferent start. Sydney FC they've actually been a wee bit unfortunate at the start. Obviously St George pumped them.
Yeah.
5-0.
Yeah, 5-0.
But they got a unfortunate result against us, 3-2 last minute, and they probably felt like they deserved a draw. Then they beat Sydney United.
Yep.
Drew with Manly, and then they get thumped off St George. But I think now that the Australian Championships are over, the 20s,
Yeah.
they'll get some players back.
100%. Because that was the week that they lost 5-0 to St George, was when obviously a lot of the boys were away.
Aye.
And then, but fair play to the under
I was gonna
20s.
say
They won that Asian
Yeah, they won
Championship,
that. Yeah, I
man.
saw that the other night.
Aye, the Spirit analyst, he's analyst for the 20s, and he was obviously initially thinking, I'll go over there, do the group stage, whatever, then before you know, quarter-final, semi-finals, final, and then he's not been back yet.
Brilliant.
I think
It's
he's
going to be
arrived
the
back.
first time they've won something in a long time.
I don't actually know. Good question. I don't know. But do you know, Julian, the last time Australian under 20s won the championship?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's probably been a while.
Wow.
What I saw recently about the post.
Okay.
They went women's in 2010, they won Asia, then men's in 2015, and then now the under 20s.
Okay, well, brilliant. I mean, Saudi Arabia, not renowned for their high quality national team, but you need to be able to put in front of you, don't you?
100%. I'm actually just trying to check just now.
But I mean, what about like, who was the semi-finalist, you know? Like Japan were they in it?
China maybe? No.
Or because Japanese are usually quite strong in it.
Yeah, I think they beat a couple of good
Good teams, yeah.
countries.
I didn't follow it closely enough to know. I just seen the final, watched the penalty shootout. But a good result, well done to the boys involved in that, and then they'll come back to the NPL. Who else we got next, Chaz?
Sydney United, they're up and running. Beat obviously Wanderers 2-0 at the weekend. First
Shout
win
out to
for
my
them.
good mate Tarek, scored a bomb.
Oh, it was a great goal.
It was a good
What a
goal.
guy.
Well, Chaz didn't think so.
That was a great goal.
That good?
That was a good
What'd
goal.
you
Chaz said off there, I said, some cracking goals at the weekend NPL 1. I went, which ones? I went, there was loads of good goals. Nah. I was like, okay. And we watched the highlights back and realised there was about 6 or
I was
7.
like, oh, that's a good goal. And that was a good goal as
Actually,
well. That was
Are
a
you
good
the
goal.
type of one to say the keeper should have saved it?
Always.
Mate,
Always,
well
always,
done, mate.
always,
He
always.
actually, that's the first thing he said. Watching Mitch Malia's free kick, if you haven't seen it, he's like, keeper should have done better.
Yeah.
Oh, what, mate, he's stuck in the stands for the byline.
Yeah, it was a good finish, to be fair. I watched that again. That was a great finish from Tarek, and Jennings who scored a good goal in that game as well.
Jennings looked rapid.
So fast.
I don't know if that centre back was just slow.
That was my
or-
next question. I was going to say,
Both,
is he
but
slow?
maybe both,
But
maybe
both,
both.
aye.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say that I think that the under-20s at Wanderers, in terms of how they're training, you expect them to be pretty
They'll be quick.
athletic. Do you know what I mean? So you're expecting the centre-back to be quick. Mate, Jennings was off, man.
Because the issue was for the defender is he's had to turn on the halfway and chase him. Jennings is already going at that point.
Aye.
He's already picked up his speed.
Yeah. Just flying.
Once had to
clearly,
turn and
man.
then try and catch up, you've got no chance.
Aye, good
Yeah,
finish.
there was, yeah.
No chance.
Good
And
finish as well. So that's Sydney United with the first one of the season. It'll be interesting now looking at next week in terms of whether they kick on or not.
And Antelme got married at the weekend.
Oh, I did. Congratulations.
to
Aye.
Antelme. I'm assuming most of the boys went to that the night before.
Aye. So they need to
Not
go out
really
every
hanging
Friday
out
night.
Aye, come on.
Next game we've got Mount Druitt and Rockdale. Did you see the highlights?
That was an interesting
Good
game.
game,
It
huh?
was.
Mount Druitt find it unlucky.
Aye, very.
Rockdale, man, like I like Rockdale. I like the players in Rockdale. But what I like about this year so far, it's funny because they're not playing well. Like other games, like they drew with St George. They score late twice against the other St George with about 5 minutes to go. They get beat off Marconi.
Yeah.
And then they score late again. But and I think that's like against a 10-man Mount Druitt. But to be fair, if this is them playing shit and they've still picked up 7 points,
Yeah.
then they've got to be fairly optimistic.
No, 100%.
Because you look at Apia, not really picked up a lot of points. And United, not really picked up a lot of points. They're not playing great and they're losing.
Yeah.
Rockdale are still picking up the points.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
It was interesting because that was Marconi last year. We were talking about it at the start of the year last year.
Aye.
Marconi didn't play particularly well, but they were just getting points in games. And then obviously went on to win the grand final. So there was a good goal in that game.
Oh, Danzo's.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Great
Screamer.
finish, that,
The,
man.
the end of that game.
The last-
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What was
man.
the red card again?
The boys, they get caught playing out from the back, and then
Oh
boys
yeah.
jumped in 2 feet.
Do you reckon that was a red card?
It's hard to tell. It's
Feet were wide.
hard to
but-
tell from the. You only see the highlights, don't you?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard to see from the angle you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just going to have to assume.
But I think
the
it's
referee-
just it's one of them is the intent.
Yeah.
It's always intent. And
They
it's,
didn't look to complain.
aye, exactly.
What?
Yeah.
I think if you come off your feet 2-footed, then there's always a chance. Like you're
Gabby does that twice a game, don't you?
2 feet.
It's
obviously-
normally because the strikers ran away from me. Can't get back.
What else was that? So there was a. I'm trying to think of the Mount Druitt goals.
One was a penalty, and it was a header for the first goal.
I can't remember. I remember Moody's goal. That was a good finish, by the way. Moody
Aye,
the
it was
Jars.
the Jars,
Lovely
it was.
keeper. Euro tapped one in.
Off the
Doing his
post.
typical finish.
I reckon that was a decent finish. He almost hit it over him.
Moody's goal.
No, Euros. He kicked it sort of like over his head a little bit.
Was that not
Don't you
Moody's?
reckon?
That was the first
Yeah,
one?
that was the first goal. That was
Oh, was that-
Moody's.
oh, was that-
yeah,
Euros
yeah.
is one that came off the post.
Came off the
maybe?
post, aye, and then
And
it was bounced into the 6-yard box.
Poacher's finish.
The
And then.
header from a corner was the first goal, and the second goal was a penalty. Garangs went through
Oh, so it was. Oh,
one-on-one,
that's right. That's right.
and
So it
keepers
was.
brought him
Garan.
down.
We played together. with
played
Garan
Aye,
at
he was
Paris.
riding me as well, G.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's been about there, man.
He's a funny
But I
boy,
mean, bro,
man.
was out. Danzo was
2
at
years in the
93rd.
same team. Weird that.
Funny boy, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a good player.
Yeah, he is a good player.
Oh,
Yeah.
we paused there.
I know.
We paused there.
I was thinking, he is a good player, but he's very. For me, he's quite inconsistent.
Correct.
I think that's the best.
I
way.
agree.
He's capable of very good things, but it's doing it consistently every
Yeah.
week that struggles.
Like what he did on the weekend was quality. The way he
100%.
beat the keeper, went down.
And you
Yeah.
know he can do that.
Yeah,
but
100%.
he should do that more often,
often.
because he can do it.
Yeah.
Quick.
He's quick.
Yeah.
yeah, he's quick.
And
What
yeah.
made you ask that?
Just looks quick.
This looks quick.
Just asking a fair question. Anyway, great finish, Danzo. But the question is, was that goal of the round? Yes or no? You watched the highlights, I take it? In my opinion, it wasn't. but
yes,
It was an
I'd say
absolute belter. Like, no, there was a high standard this week.
There was. I'd say yes, it was a go around.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I'm sticking with Tarek. Sydney United.
Oh,
sick.
friends.
Longer way out. Angle.
Yeah, friend.
Just a nice
I'm
finish.
going with Gino's friend as well.
Dude, I just say that because it was the 94th minute. I think the importance of the goal
Yeah, true.
then adds to it.
Okay, removing
And
points.
give you the 3 points.
We haven't spoken about it yet, but the team goal,
Olympic?
the Luis,
Aye, the Olympic goal.
Ruiz,
fifth goal.
that goal was quality.
Joke.
That's
That
that's my favourite goal.
Yeah, that was a good goal.
Malia's that one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Danzo's
three
that was
goals.
that was a great goal, man. Little tidy dink at the top.
And a
Great
volley
camp
finish, aye. Brilliant. Spirit, mate, want to use?
Aye, good.
Aye, good. Tell me more.
Yeah.
Good.
not giving away much.
No. Don't want to give too much information. Huh?
Do you know what?
That's
See,
why-
off air, he was literally saying, Chaz, we're going to win the league this year.
No. I said. Oh my God, there's a podcast.
Penalty.
going. I said we've won the league. Didn't say we're going to win it. Still going, aye. Producer just dropped the whole studio.
The whole studio.
Aye, mate. Look, to be fair, St George were good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how good they thought they were, but I thought they were good. The way I in-house we discussed it was basically box to box. St George were the better team. They probably controlled the game a bit more, but in the boxes we defended really well. Like some of the defending was superb. Big Chris made 2 cracking saves, and then in the boxes the front 3 have been brilliant this year.
Yeah.
And they were pretty ruthless again. And the time we didn't score, we made the keeper work. Keeper had a good game as well. Some good save. But it can be a high scoring game. There was a lot of chances. Highlights only gave us 2 minutes for some
I was
weird
actually going
reason.
to ask you that
Yeah.
because the highlights the NPL put Chris Marks in the team of the week,
Aye.
but the highlights didn't show you a save.
The
Not even one save.
So there was 2.5 minutes or something highlights of the Spirit game, and same with the Manly game, I think. Then
But that's an on each.
and then it was 9 minutes of I think the Rockdale game, 9 minutes to the Blacktown game, 8 minutes to the Olympic game.
And then 2 minutes.
But at one point they just had the
Keeper line.
camera filming the keeper just doing a goal kick. And he just kicked it straight.
That's not a highlight. Yeah. Good keeper.
Mate, it's so bizarre. Like as I said, if I wasn't at the game, I'd have been like, "Oh, that looked like a terrible game." But it was actually a game. Well, as I said, the keeper made one amazing save with his foot, like 50 minutes to go. There was a Cuban nearly scored from the halfway line. Their keeper made a world day 1-on-1 save. There was chances at both ends, and as you're watching that to catch up on what's been happening, you think, two goals, nothing really happened. Yeah. Wasn't the case, and it was a good game of football. To be fair, I thought, as I said, St George looked good. Dom Cox, middle of the. I don't know if any of you boys played against him when he was at NPL 2, NPL 3, but Dom Cox, good player, centre midfielder. He always stands out.
Right.
How was Sparky?
Sparky didn't have a lot of service, to be fair. I thought again we defended really well.
Yeah.
He didn't get a lot of service. Dakota played. Dakota was just funny, man. So Dakota, Jordi Perez, fullback for us, good player. Christie Park's got a fence around it if you've played there, and Dakota sort of shoulder tackles Jordi. Jordi was sort of trying to ride the tackle, but he's not took it. And Dakota's went sort of through him with the shoulder tackle. Jordi's flew right into the fence. It was a bit like if there was no fence there, he'd have went flying. Maybe it was a free kick, maybe it wasn't. Whatever. 10 minutes later, so we have a wee bit of tit for tat. 10 minutes later, the ball's in it for like a goal kick, and Jordi's sort of trying to usher it out for a corner, and Dakota shoves him in the back, which was probably more of a foul, and Jordi's momentum, he's only got a 2-yard gap. Yeah. He has to catch himself and fly over the fence. Right. So again, they're going at it again. And then obviously Spirit winning 2-0, and then with about 10 minutes to go, Dakota goes to kick the ball. The left foot touches it, right foot goes, air swings it, completely misses it, but it's next to like 5 lads, and the second lad's like, and I'm like, oh no, man. But it was a good wee ding dong between those two. Dakota played well. He played well, almost scored. Thought he played well. Mate, look, in a nutshell, brilliant result, man. Like 4 games to 4, 12 goals, 2 against us. Can't really say much else, man. Like we're doing brilliant.
It's two goals against in 4 games is brilliant in NPL football.
And it was, mate, to be honest, the Sydney FC game, the 2 goals were, it was 41st minute, 42nd minute, 2 exact same direct ball from the halfway line. We switched off, done. But like we're going to, like no one was expecting to win every game. But at the start of this season, if you said out these first 4 games, what would you take? Obviously 12 points should be amazing for any team, no matter
100%,
what we get in first 4 games. Like half that I'd have been delighted with.
Yeah.
But we're playing well, but St George, that's probably one of the hardest games. In fact, to fair, and that's probably the hardest game yet.
Yeah, fair. Central Coast picked up their first point of the season. Drew 2 each away at Wolves.
Oh, I let go.
Absolute scenes.
Let go, man. Wolves look alright this year, by the way.
Yeah, I'll tell you that wee guy, Leai, looks brilliant. It
looks quite. Sparky said he's good as well.
It's diabolical, but from Wollongong. Did you see the highlight? And it was in the they had a throw in their own half. It was like 95th minute. How did they let him go up?
Well, mate, we played Wolves 2 years ago, right? Wolves were beaten 3-1 in the 89th minute.
Oh, I remember that actually.
Oh, we beat them 4-3.
No,
right?
was that? Oh, it was Richard.
No, it was sorry 4-2 or something like that.
That was last year. First round of last year.
It was 2 years ago. Anyway, Wolves, so it was 3-1 or 4-2 in the third 90th, and we scored 3 goals in the last 3 minutes. Same thing happened. So we've scored, and we were crap. Like, it was 3-1, game's fizzling out. We get a corner, we score for the corner, it's like 3-2. Oh, no, you never know. Like, just throw the ball in or whatever. And then, I think it was 4-3 at this point, and then their keeper comes out to get the ball, makes an arse of it, the ball spills, makes it, so we equalise, brilliant, celebrating. But then Wolves obviously at this point go, okay, let's try and get the winner. So they get a free kick. I'll tell a lie, so it was 4-3, they had the ball in the corner to try and kill time. But they tried to play rather than just run down the clock. We nicked it, we scored 4-4, and then Chris McStay gets a free kick on the halfway line. It's 4-4. There's 20 seconds left, and he tries to drive through like a group of players. Rather than just humping it in the box, hoping for the best.
Yeah.
We win it back on the transition. Richie Darko takes it at the halfway line, shoots for the halfway line, it goes in. Win 5-4. But exact game management, you're thinking, how? See the game out, man.
Yeah.
It's NPL. There's going to be so many goals.
To be fair, the transition moment was good from Central Coast.
Oh, it was nice.
How quickly they went forward.
These academy teams,
still, you need to.
100%.
Academy teams, that's their weapon. The academy teams, if it becomes transitional against an academy team,
you're done.
They're done. They're too quick. They're too sharp.
Boom, boom, boom.
They're too sharp. So you can't make it transitional. You have to just absolutely like sit in, let them play, and then dominate them.
Force them play wagon then.
That's it. Because they only keep the ball when they're fit. But I think Wolves will do well this year.
Aye, fair.
I think it looked good.
Well done at Central Coast, picking up their first point. Marconi held at home, one each by St George. Marconi went 1-0 up in the 32nd.
But by the way, St George again looked good.
Aye.
Look, they must be very, very, very disappointed with like looking at Spirit and the vice versa. What I was saying.
Yeah.
St George will look at their performance and thinking, how have we only got 1 point?
Yeah.
1 point, that's that in it.
Yeah, it's 1
1
point.
1 point, yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
Like they've played really. They should have beat Rockdale.
Yeah.
They should have got.
They lost in
Oh, yeah,
at the end as
2-1
well.
up against
Mandrew,
Mandrew,
with
yeah.
50 minutes to go or something
Yeah.
like that. And there was another game as well, Rockdale, that I can't remember, there's one I'm missing there. But the Marconi game from the highlights, again, unless they're missing something, but it was 8-minute highlights or
No,
something.
I was at the game and they were pretty competitive.
looked good, eh?
Marconi got that goal, and then, to be honest, in the end, they deserved to. Yeah, they definitely deserved
To the
to
draw,
win,
aye,
yeah,
aye.
100%.
Yeah, good. Like I think they'll be hard done by, but they may be missing that clinical striker.
Yeah.
That
Then that's what you've said that yous have been the last few years.
mate, an NPL. We
Yeah.
talk about it every week. You need
You need
without
it.
that.
You need it.
You need that striker. Otherwise, you're going to see like you'll get chances. Everyone gets chances in
you
all the
have-
leagues, but there's more chances in NPL football than there is in a professional level.
Aye, 100%.
And if you're going to get 5 or 6 good chances a game, you need to be taking. You need to take at least
Aye,
a couple of them,
definitely.
man. And they've not scored a power of goals either. So yeah, I don't know. That'll be disappointing. I think Bay got team of the week.
He did get
So he's been playing well, which is good to see, obviously. Watches the show, so that's good.
injury free.
Injury free, great. Off season
go.
programme, football fitness.
Sutherland Sharks with their first loss of the season, but it was an absolute
Pump.
doing.
But again, I didn't watch the full game. Only got to see the 27-minute highlights that are on for the game. But apparently Sharks actually played like it wasn't a fair reflection on the game initially.
Yeah.
And then Olympic just sort of ran away with it.
Yeah.
But fair play Olympic, man.
As I think this at the start of the highlights, it looked like it was a good footballing game. Like they were actually both teams were bam 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 trying to play. You know what I mean, just like this, it was coming in and then back out that side and forward and back. But obviously 5-1's a doing. At the end of the day.
Ruiz done very good.
Yeah, great.
good.
That's what we're talking about. Obviously the goal from the corner. It's definitely been worked on. Straight
Aye.
off the training pitch, but it's a great finish.
Big
Scored-
Cedric.
Cedric scored
Cedric
twice.
5, Sutherland Sharks 1. Unbelievable.
Cedric 5. But do you think that it was a penalty in the first minute?
It's too hard to see,
It's
man.
hard to see.
Yeah.
So I can't even make an opinion on
But,
it.
but looking at where the ball's gone,
It
the keeper's
looked-
surely got the ball.
No, it looked like not a penalty at
Yeah,
all. The ball went.
The ball's gone. The
Yeah,
keeper's
the
come
ball
out at
went-
this angle. The ball's continued over
Yeah.
there,
I would
and the
have
referee's pointed to the spot. Obviously, you don't
Then
see
he saved
I
it.
don't know.
I know. It's a
Ah,
shame,
I
man.
know. They slip, someone slip? That was a Mount Druitt game. Who slipped to the penalty? It was an Olympic game.
What do you mean? Who's
Someone no slip.
Oh no, Nizic just made the save and got up, and then he's kind of fell backwards as the boys put it in the goal.
Is that what I thought someone slipped? Anyway, I thought Big Cedric's goal was a cracker for the halfway line.
The second one, aye.
Aye, but
Olympic
great
second
finish
goal.
as well.
Aye.
Olympic, that's the thing with Olympic, man. They've got all the talent, all the quality in the squad, but it's just whether or not they're going to be able to do it. Playing at Valentine helps because
Yeah.
Belmore's crap.
Why
Sharp
they play
and
there?
Seymour Sharks crap.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Dunno.
I'm assuming that the pitch was taken,
Yeah.
but Belmore's not fun to play at. They've got 1,000 lines to try and contend with, and Seymour Shaw's crap. I think somebody told me it's getting done up.
It's getting done, so it's just probably
Is that
not
why it
finished
is?
yet. Yeah.
Well, hopefully that gets renovated to look half decent because
Can't be any worse than it was.
renovated's not the right word there, is it? Refurbished?
Relayed.
Relayed? That's a word.
Aye.
Anyway, the word re at the start counts.
Refurbished. And then last game we've got is Blacktown and Apia.
Is that the last game? Aye, Cracker 4-3. Did
4-3.
you see the highlights of that?
It was 3-1 and 3-0, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Apia, struggle street.
Aye.
Defensively, man. How many goals they conceded? 12, 15, something like that. They got lost 3 to us.
It's crazy how many goals.
3 to us,
Yeah.
40.
Apia have conceded 12 goals.
Yeah.
In 4 games.
Scored 12 and conceded 12.
There's a defensive problem
Yeah,
there.
100%. Because they're scoring goals.
Yeah, they're scoring.
Ortiz is doing really well
Yeah.
for them.
Yes.
And then they've got obviously Jack Stewart, Segreto, and all the rest of it. They've all got Caspers. They're going to score goals, but to concede that many, you're not going to win a title conceding that many goals.
The only team that's conceded more Central Coast.
Aye, mate, you're not going to win the
Who's
league.
their goalkeeper? Was that Kalat? Kalat's as in
Kalat's single
Kalat's?
fracker,
Aye,
yeah.
Son of
Yeah,
Zoka?
yeah.
Okay.
Oliver.
Team of the week impending.
Yeah. Not Chris is getting to do it.
Aye, that's true. Aye.
Um,
No, I think that Apia if they don't sort that out, they're not going to be anywhere near top of the league. They still get finals, obviously, but not winning the league. We're losing 3-4 goals a game.
Central Coast have conceded 17 goals in 4 games.
I know. Their keeper's only like 11 or something, but not a wee guy.
I was looking at the photos of the players like last night, and they all look like so young.
And they're young, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, wee guys.
What are their ages? 17, 18?
Yeah, about
Oh,
that.
boy, aye.
It's hard for them.
Yeah, of course it's hard for them,
It's
mate,
really hard.
aye. Well, I think Blacktown, look at Blacktown. Malia's goal.
Yeah.
Belter.
Good finish.
Blacktown centre half, so Jackie Brambles.
There wasn't the best performance defensively from them.
First one, didn't score. Ortiz gets a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Takes a shocking first touch. I'm not sure which one of the centre halves it was. It's hard to tell. Shocking first touch. The second goal for Blacktown, for Apia,
When he's trying to dive in.
he stepped out 10 metres.
Yeah. And it's just
Been
popped
rinsed round the
him.
corner, popped round the corner. Third one,
Air swing.
air swing. Luckily, Danny Choi's back.
But then, so looking at that, right? So we're obviously seeing Apia struggling defensively, right? Having watched them play against you last week, and from the highlights, doesn't look like they're really creating much either.
I think Chino started against Blacktown, who didn't start against us. I don't know if they're missing anybody else. I mean, obviously, Simmons didn't start against us either, but they're a little bit older. Obviously, they're more experienced players. So I'm not sure if they're missing anyone. I don't know.
They don't look to be.
They've got the quality to do
They
it.
do 100%, but I'm like looking at the last 2 games.
But they're scoring goals. Scored 12 goals.
But this is what I'm saying. No, I think that the goals from the weekend weren't like them breaking them down and creating chances to score good goals.
Aye, okay.
And then against you guys, I don't think that they really.
Even the
threatened
first goal, I believe the centre half makes an arse of it as well. Or one of the fullbacks makes an arse of it in the 6-yard box and it pops out.
So it's
and
not
shoot.
like they're creating loads of chances to score goals. Do you know what
Well,
I mean?
I heard as well against Central Coast, someone told me they watched the game and they said that Central Coast actually made them look a little bit better. The scoreline, they were really poor Central Coast as opposed to Apia. Obviously, Apia done the job.
Yeah.
Like, they can turn that around. It happened last year with Sydney United, if you remember. They had a terrible start. Like,
aye.
7 games in and everyone's wanting Spider sacked and all the rest of it. Then they went on a mad run.
Yeah,
and
finished in the top 6.
Finished top 6 and done well. I mean, the issue with Apia will be is they don't want to finish top 6.
Yeah, they want to win.
They want to win the league. They want to win the cups. They want to be one of the best. They want to be one of the best teams in Australia at this level. But you're not doing that. You've seen that many goals. And Blacktown, fair play, back to winning ways. And Malia's free kick, probably not.
So what's your favourite goal?
The Ruiz one.
The Ruiz one.
I thought it was a cracker.
I'm going Danzo.
Just for the ball, I like a wee bit of
Aye.
teamwork as well. Ball at top.
Intricate.
I don't know who put the ball over the top, but it was a great
Aye.
ball as well. But, and then it was a cam finish, good finish. But Malia's free kick. Did you see it?
Yeah. It was a good
He's
strike.
those free kick, the way he strikes a ball is
It
amazing.
looked like the way he set up before. He knew he was going to do it the whole time, but he didn't want to sort of make the goalkeeper feel like he was going to take it, and then he kind of walked back around.
Aye, he was sussing it out, wasn't he?
And then he hit it. So I think
Clever.
it was
Very clever, mate. It was right, literally, goal post.
Aye,
It was right in the goal
outside
post.
yeah.
Aye.
Chaz thought the keeper should have done better until
Till we watched that
Chaz
again
would
and we
save
thought,
that
oh,
one.
that's
Chaz, I'd have saved that, man.
I'd have held it. I'd have caught it in my chest and then
Yeah,
caught
like,
quick release.
Well, what's the league table looking like, Chaz? Boy.
it. Well,
Just give us a top. That's all we like care about.
So,
That's all we're here for.
well, as Gary says, Spirit are going to win the league and he's right so far. 12 points from the first 4 games. It's class, a 4-point gap already.
I can made up.
Oh, of course you can.
1-2 weekends.
But no, it's good. Good start for you boys.
And what's top 6? Top 6 and who's bottom?
Spirit, Marconi are second, Olympic are third, Rockdale fourth, Blacktown City 5.
Olympic third.
Olympic are third, aye, 7 points. But then you're looking at Olympic, Rockdale, Blacktown and Surrey all on 7 points, sorry.
Yeah, it goes like 12, 8,
7,
and
7, 7,
7.
7.
So you guys
And
are.
I think everyone's been beating each other. That's where it all sort of falls apart. And then Central Coast, rock bottom.
Yeah, well, they're same points as St George. Except St George have got...
Well, that's the thing. That's the difference of those two, though. St George to me look like they're going to get wins. Central
and
Coast don't.
they're only -3 goal difference, and Central Coast are -12.
Wow. Wow.
Tough.
Right, let's go NPL 2. No, Victoria, sorry.
Victoria. So Avondale started the season well. They're the only team that have won 4 from 4. They beat Melbourne Victory 4-0 at the weekend. Which is interesting because last week...
Did you watch it? So last week, the Victoria get the Melbourne game. Victoria South Melbourne 3-3.
Yeah.
Did you see the goalkeeper? So when it went 3-2, I don't know who went 3-2 up, if it was Victoria
Victory were winning.
3-2.
Yeah.
So when Victory went 3-2 up, the Victoria goalkeeper was up to the fans, giving it the ears, blah, blah, blah. And then the next clip It's him going to get the ball for a corner, and behind him just lies on the floor.
Oh, no, man. That's a disaster.
Fair play, but I don't mind that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You need to give it out, man.
That's funny. So obviously Victory took a point off South Melbourne last week, and Avondale have beat them 4-0, which is an indication of maybe how good they are. So Avondale won the minor and major premiership in 2003.
Are they in the Oz Championship?
I think so.
I don't think so either.
So obviously it looks like they're going to be the team to beat as the season moves forward. Other results there: Heidelberg drew 1 each with Preston Lions. Dandenong City lost 3-1 to Hume City. Port Melbourne beat Green Gully 1-0. Oakley Cannons beat Melbourne Knights 3-0. Altona Magic lost 1-0 to Dandenong Thunder. And South Melbourne lost 3-0 to St Albans Saints at home.
Is there 2 Dandenongs?
Dandenong City and Dandenong Thunder.
Right, okay.
There you go.
Dandenong.
Dandenong. It's a good. I like that word.
Do you like it? I say it again.
Dandenong. On to NPL 2.
Well, you go,
Gabi.
Best league in the world.
That is the best league in the world. I agree, man.
Promotion, relegation, where else?
No, there's
can
no
you
really
ask
good
for?
goals in that league though.
Oh, there's plenty. You just don't get to see them. The highlights would be too long.
They need to do some highlights. For
Nah,
us.
like honestly, I think that's a joke. There's no highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
even
I
just
think
off the VOs, the little.
Aye,
Just
honestly,
clip 'em up
something
and
more.
get 'em out
To be honest though, you can say to clubs
you do it yourself.
like just nominate one person to do it. With AI, you can clip up the highlights.
No, but
fairly
I want to
quick.
watch the other team's highlights. Like I don't
Yeah.
really care about our ones.
Aye, oh, you're at the game. Aye, that's true. That's the same. That's why I'd happily just see the goals.
Aye.
Just
Yeah, just the goals.
something that shouldn't be too hard.
Well, there's no goals in our game. Gavi,
Good for you.
you talk to us about the game against
we spoke about it
Mounties.
at the start, didn't we?
Did we?
Aye, the camera was rolling.
All right, well, we drew nothing each.
Set, move on.
Done, finished.
No, but we spoke at Mounties. I remember you said that
Aye,
was the game and
because
that.
the Brett Hewitt obviously took over.
Anyone from Mounties that stand out? Good player.
Number
Oh,
11,
another big
striker.
pause.
Quick one.
Which one?
Tall.
Who was his
The
name?
11. I don't know the name. 11, tall, quick. They play
Berisha.
with 2 strikers.
Berisha.
I think so.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Alliance. So they
Yeah,
signed
from
Berisha from.
That was
Yeah.
last year that I sent him, didn't he?
Yeah,
Mid-table.
in
Good
the window
player.
last year. Yeah, he's useful. He's useful.
Yeah.
He's quite unorthodox. Does stuff in a
Yeah.
funny way.
And it's hard to say because they were defending a lot. So, but they did well actually. So
Yeah, defended well. I mean, we should have done more to win the game, but
Yeah.
we didn't. So we move on. That's their first point of the season. So well done to them. Hopefully they pick up now. They've got obviously Brett Hewitt's went in as head coach. So maybe a wee turning fortunes for them moving forward. MacArthur Rams drew 2 each with Bulls.
MacArthur Derby.
Yeah, it was MacArthur.
apparently MacArthur is playing well. I spoke to Jimmy.
Which one?
Who, Rams or Bulls?
Sorry, Rams.
Oh, they are.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, you played them, right?
No, no,
You
yeah.
did?
No.
Ah.
We played Bulls.
Bulls, sorry, then
Yeah.
Bulls. Apparently, yeah. Okay, then I was talking about Bulls.
Oh,
My fault. I remember Jimmy from Barry's.
yeah.
He was telling me they actually play well, but they miss a lot. So they miss a striker to score.
Yeah, I've been told that as well.
For
Yeah.
Bulls. Yeah.
Bulls have got Noah Peacock. No, they actually didn't. So they had signed Noah Peacock from who was under 20s top NPL1 scorer last year from us.
He should be scoring there.
Good finish. No, so they released him, and now he's at
Yeah, I was
Wanderers.
going to say he wasn't there.
He's at Western Sunday Wanderers now.
Why
So-
did they release him?
No, tell a lie. Don't know if they released him. He left
Right.
Okay, different.
for reasons like
Yeah.
beyond the scope of this.
That you're not gonna say now,
I can't
yeah.
really talk about. But basically, he's at Western Sunday Wanderers, and good finisher. Noah Peacock. Like he's a bit raw. Like, he's young, obviously, and he's got a wee bit of filling out to do. But finishing wise, I mean,
Good.
he was a top goal scorer. Like
Yeah.
technically very good. So I'm surprised, and I just realised he'd moved to Wanderers. That's why.
Yeah,
Obviously.
because I've been told the same thing. I've been told Bulls are good on the ball, move it well, etc. But they're missing that number 9.
It's kind of happened the same last year, right? They did dominate the ball against us, but we were more clinical as well.
Yeah, we were better than
Yeah.
in the final third.
But academy teams will always dominate the ball.
Yeah.
Almost always. That's what they're trained to do.
And you don't care about it. They
Aye.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know you're in for an absolute
Correct,
shit.
correct.
Ah,
You're gonna
exactly.
run.
Just
Yeah.
shuffling side to side like that.
Correct.
Just constantly foosball. And then
Um,
as long as you just just frustrate them,
Yeah.
eventually you'll, as I said, if all
You're
that
gonna get the chances.
if
Yeah.
all that basketball match, and you'll be all right.
so the Bulls are 2-1 up, and Rams equalised in the 88th minute.
Oh.
And that's their first point in the season as well, MacArthur Rams. They hadn't got any, obviously not won any games until they get a point there. Bankstown City Lost 4-2 to Dully.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Very interesting.
So is
I
that
think-
Dolly's second one?
In a row, aye.
I remember when we smashed Dali because we were much better than them. I thought they got no.
Yeah, we were better than them.
But I thought those guys are going to win games because they actually got good players.
They have good
They
players,
need
aye.
to just
They have.
But
settle.
They're
I
a good
think
gaffer as well. I like that gaffer.
the good players when they come on in the second half.
Correct.
That was the difference against us. So against us,
But
they
even
were
the
there.
midfielders, as a midfielder, I was kind
Gonzalo's
of.
good.
They were good. So
Yeah,
even
aye.
the score, I was like, they're not that bad.
Yeah.
How their score looked like.
No, I
you know?
agree because Gonzalo's good. So when we played them, Gonzalo and
Good.
Fernito both started in the bench.
Yeah.
You said that. Aye.
And then in the second half, they just they tried to play in the second half. In the first half, they literally went goalkeeper,
Yeah.
centre back,
Boom.
bam.
Yeah.
Did I know, but I don't think that's always a bad thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with going direct.
No, I agree, right?
No.
But they weren't like going direct, set up. We're going to go and try
Correct.
and
Win the second balls.
It was
Okay,
like just
like a plan.
Just
That's a plan.
Just
No,
smashed it.
correct.
Okay, aye, fair enough.
But it's a good result from them. Liam Spiropoulos scored twice, and surprising. Bankstown City haven't started the season particularly well.
Yeah.
Well, I think we said when Seka and Jesic were on, they said they looked good as well.
Yeah, they've got 3 points from their first 4 games.
But am I not right in saying that they started poorly last year?
They started badly last year.
did, aye.
And then, and they
Yeah.
got a
Quite
good run after.
Aye.
Yeah.
But I think
did.
they lost a few players from last year, didn't they? And they got a
Well, Chris Payne
relatively-
retired, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, Chris
relatively
Payne,
young squad.
Devontae Klook retired as well. They signed Mario, is a good goalkeeper to be fair. He's went from ST Raiders
No,
last
he's
year.
not doing the plumbing anymore now.
Mario.
Left it to Luigi. It's interesting. I thought they would have started better, but as you say, we're only 4 games in, so
Oh, mate, I know. Early doors.
Who else we got?
Who else we got?
Spartans beat Bonnyrigg 3-2
Oh, you're buzzing. He's
On
delighted.
Friday, right? It
on
was a
Friday night.
yeah.
Thanks so much. Spartans were 3-0 up until the last 10 minutes, and Bonnyrigg scored 2 late on. Newcastle Jets returned to winning ways. They beat Hills 2-1. Inter Lions took points off Tigers. The first points Tigers have dropped.
Tigers winning 2-1, weren't they?
Yeah, until the 90th minute.
Oh, was it a late goal?
Aye. Harry Rustin scored in the 90th minute. Kai Denton scored twice.
He won't be. If Tigers don't go up, Kai Denton has to go and play NPL 1 next
yeah, I
year.
agree. SC Raiders lost 4-0 to Rido. No,
No,
beat
other way.
4-0.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They were winning 4-0 half time.
Aye, 25 minutes they'd scored 4.
Yeah.
I was swelling too much, apparently.
It's interesting though because they obviously Rowdymuir beat Hakoah 5-1 last week. Then they go out and get smashed 4-0.
Raiders are going to be good, man.
SC Raiders are a good side.
They're good,
As
they're good
the-
every year. Same as Tigers. I think they're a good side every year, but it's like they stay in NPL 2 forever.
Yeah, but I think different way they play. I think SD play more like as
SD
a
are
team,
good,
and
yeah.
Northern Tigers they just good players.
They're good players, they're sharp,
They're just
they're
really
fit.
good.
Actually, just on that, I forgot to tell this story, and you were here when we said it. We had Todorowski and Tomic on. They told a story off air, like when SD Raiders played against somebody. Who was it up and against?
Can't remember the story.
The Lights. The Lights.
Was it SC Raiders?
Granville versus SD Raiders. Is that what it was?
No, Granville versus someone else. Because Granville.
I'm sure it was SD Raiders because it was Nick Thingy. What's the guy called again?
Nicky Carr.
Nicky Carroll.
Oh, that was Region. It must have been Bankstown when they were.
It was Bankstown. So Bankstown City. Anyway, long-winded way to explain that. So Bankstown were playing against, I think, SD Raiders. And Tomic was out injured. And it was at SD Raiders' pitch just around the corner, actually, which is sometimes a bit of a nightmare mid-season, whatever, depending on the weather. And I think they were competing to try and get promoted or whatever. And Todorowski went in the floodlights.
Oh, wow.
I turned them off or whatever. And
That's
then
the best.
the match abandoned.
Game over.
Game over.
That's mad, right? That's classic
And I think they
Spain.
pl- and I
That's
think they
classic Spain,
played-
actually.
They had to play the game, and I think they said that Bankstown won the game.
Aye, they
Aye.
did.
They played the game and Bankstown won, and obviously Tomic was back.
That's
Father,
mad.
the dark arts
that
of
could
football,
that could
man.
happen in Spain, actually.
Dark arts of
really?
football.
Yeah. Look, yeah.
Last game of the weekend was Sunday kickoff for Hakoah and Berries. You were there.
Yeah, I was at the game.
Tell us about the game.
Yeah, it was a decent match up, to be honest, overall. Hakoah aren't as good as they were last season, that's for sure. But yeah, I think it was definitely some points dropped from us.
Yeah.
But
Was that
Yeah,
we
we just switched off at the end of the halves.
we
we
played
conceded last minute the first half, and then at the end in the 90th
no.
minute. So 3-2 down, disappointing. But the boys did their best, I guess. So.
Yeah, you've started all right.
Yeah. Usually we lose our first 2 games and then pick up a couple of points. And
Yeah.
now this year we've started strong and then dropped a couple in the
Were
last
you
few.
at Berries when he was there?
No,
No, we used to verse each other and he was at right
I
on
was
me.
at Rydemere, but I must have been like 2017. I was at the Berries coaching.
We had 2 years.
2 years.
Everyone's been at the Berries.
Yeah,
One way or
it's,
another.
it's an interesting place. Bobby's still there.
Bobby, yeah.
Bobby's the
still-
best man.
Bobby's the best.
Bobby Berry.
Bobby's the best. Bobby Berry.
He's the kit man.
He's the kit man.
Yeah, he's a club
The
legend.
guys are
Every-
legends.
everyone.
Honestly, the best.
I was saying
man.
like every club has got a manager, a kit man, whatever, right? Who, if they're not there,
It's a disaster.
the whole thing just goes to fucking shit. Like,
Correct.
Yeah.
while the floodlight's not on,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
water
yeah,
bottles.
yeah.
What's happening here?
Bobby's not here.
That's why. Yeah,
Where do these great people come from? Every club. So say, for instance, say Bobby moves on, passes on, whatever he does. Who's the guy waiting in the wing just to step
become
in?
Bobby.
'Cause you think yourself- 'cause
Imagine.
let's be honest, there's not a lot of reward for doing
No,
that
no,
job.
no, actually.
So it's an absolute graft.
Yeah.
Usually it's a lad or a guy who's maybe got something like they're retired, semi-retired, or just for
Yeah.
whatever reason. But where are these people? It's like there's a Hogwarts for these guys who just
Hogwarts.
just get trained up to be unbelievable people.
Because Bobby as well, he travels from Camden, didn't he?
Mate, honestly, these guys are mental.
Aye, it's bizarre. But
There's a-
Bobby's brilliant, man. He was there when I was there, so that he's must be there.
Who's the UNSW, Bobby?
Pete.
Pete,
Yeah.
Cratcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, good guy. Good
Yeah,
man.
very good guy.
Always quiet, always there.
Just there.
Everything you need, boom.
That's it. And then but enjoys coming out. Like if there's something happening, he'll always be at events and all that kind of stuff. But
Legends.
he's very quiet.
He's
as you
very
say.
quiet. Yeah.
Doesn't say much in game day. Just goes in. Everything's organised. Everything you need is there. But then on the night out, then you get a wee
with
ball
the,
from
with
him,
the
man.
yellow ball.
Ah, 100%,
Sometimes on
man.
the
Always.
Shout
he
out-
has to wear the bib. Like
Always.
I'm
as in,
quiet, but
the-
I'm the man.
The steward guy, like,
Yeah.
Ibis.
Aye.
Yeah.
Mate, honestly, those guys, every club's got one. Legends. Everyone
Aye,
should be
absolutely.
rewarded.
But
End of the season.
Should do they wear this? It's like they look. It doesn't look
it's like-
good. It doesn't look
It's
good.
like pride of place. It's like, look at me, I'm in charge.
Yeah, but something cool. It should be something cooler than
Well,
this.
you
What,
design
what,
something.
like a little jacket or
Like
something?
like the traffic ones, you know, like I don't know, giving them a
Give
cap,
them a big
different-
chain.
something different. Yeah,
Cowboy hat and a little jacket.
something cool. Yeah,
Right, on to MPL 3 quickly. For the first time, there's a scoreless draw.
Oh,
in-
wow, fun. Exciting
in
stuff.
MPL 3. I know it's mad, but there's never scoreless
Who was
draws in
it?
MPL
And it was
3.
Rage as well.
Yeah, no. Oh, there was 2 then. Hussville, Zagreb and Camden Tigers. Was nothing each.
I think since you say Zagreb are looking good, they've not won a game. I
They've
think
not
that's
won a game.
Uh-huh.
Jinxed them.
Aye. You just hate all the Balkan teams, mate. Shambles.
What happened in that game? There was a goal ruled out for offside. That's the most it came. But the goalkeeper for Camden supposedly did a good game to deny Hurstville winning. Parramatta beat Central Coast United 2-1. It's a good result. I thought Central Coast United were going to be good because we played them in pre-season. I thought they were decent.
yeah.
I think it's
yeah,
too early
yeah.
to call. I think it's far too early to call anyone going to be good or decent. Even like me talking from MPO1, it's too hard to say. Like literally, in 2 weeks from now, the league,
Aye, they could
the
be
whole
completely
thing can
different.
look completely different.
Yeah, I
Completely
agree.
different.
Like there's maybe the odd team you can look at. Like I'm looking at Central Coast just now. I can't see them getting playoffs, for instance. Do you know what I mean? Like they just don't
Yeah,
look
yeah.
they're going to have it. But I wouldn't rule out St George Saints from climbing up the ladder and getting a few results. You wouldn't rule out Spirit to lose a few games. Wouldn't rule out Marconi to go on a mad run or Apia to go on a mad run.
Yeah.
And MPL2 is the same. Like there's going to be it's just too early.
Central
early.
Coast United were always strong back in.
Yeah, they were.
And going away, I think those teams who are away from home, Central Coast, Newcastle, they've got that advantage of playing.
Yeah, 100%.
man.
Even for us, remember.
But Central Coast were at home on the weekend. So that's
I said.
So Parramatta have obviously had to drive up there.
Oh yeah, no, good result
And then
for
the
Parramatta.
same, the
Good
same
result
the
for
week
that.
before for Fraser Park driving up there. I just thought that they would have started the season better because they were decent in pre-season.
Yeah, yeah,
and
they
as you
did.
say, they've always been a good side.
yeah,
Well, well done Parramatta because
100%.
obviously big ambition for Ahmed and Tariq.
100%.
And fair play to them. There's obviously a couple of lads here who used to play for Spirit, so I wanted Parramatta to do
Boss
well.
scored.
Boss scored, did he? Aye, he's a good lad, boys.
South Coast Flame beating the Pain 3-1. Granville Rage and Glazeville Ride Magic drew nothing each. Both teams had 11 shots on target.
11 shots on target.
11 shots on target and it finished nothing each. Great goalkeeping performance.
Yeah, yeah.
Keeper should have done better, but
100%. Scored. Hawkesbury beat Inner West Hawks 3-0. which is in my opinion.
How
a bit of a
is
surprise.
I'm calling them Stanmore. I know this inner west nonsense. How is Stanmore getting on this
They've
year?
only got 1 point from their first 3 games.
Because they played well last year.
Yeah, they
they've
were
only
good.
played 3. Oh, the bye.
They're the bye. So they.
I'm
they
not a
lost
fan of
3-0.
this bye.
Well, what is he
I
meant to
know.
do?
I just feel like it's another team. It's just like under seven stuff. You get a bye. It's fucking men's football.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
shouldn't have a bye.
Nah.
Happens in the youth as well, obviously, because
So I'm saying it's like youth football. Like the
Aye.
kids understand that can often happen, but
Yeah,
for
yeah,
men's
but-
football, you can't be having a bye.
You see,
Nah,
be honest
nah.
though, right? I would rather have a
Weekend
bye.
off. Weekend off.
I mean, it'd be brilliant. But I mean,
Because the other team was that Western New South Wales Mariners or something.
nah, I know. But I'm sure there's
So, like, as opposed to a 5-hour drive, if someone gave you the option, guys, you can have
But sure, there's
2
another
weeks
option.
off a year, or you can drive to.
Find a squad. Find, yeah.
we only drive there once, and it's a night. You can just call it a night out.
Oh, nah, not for me. I'd rather a
No,
bye.
but I'm not saying that's not the only option. That team folded. So I'm saying sure there's another team, an association team who can step up or something else.
100%.
I know, but then
I feel-
I think there's obviously like a lot more.
I'm
to it.
not saying it's a case of just flick a switch and it all happens. What I mean is like surely someone wants to take that opportunity. There's an NPL space here. Does
Aye.
anyone want to step up and make yourself an NPL club?
I think
don't
the
know what
players
the rules
love
are.
it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
so as a
would-
player, I would love it as well. It's
Yeah,
not an
as a
excuse.
player, yes.
But I
But
think
it
as a-
looks good for
as
the
a league-
competition. It looks really bad for the
Aye,
competition.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's a bit amateurish to.
Yeah, I buy.
That is.
Oh, you didn't play.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bye.
But maybe like a Balmain Tigers or something, like a big
Aye.
kind of club association club.
Someone who used to be in NPL, was it State League or NPL4, whatever it used to be
Yeah.
called? I don't know, I'm surprised it's not been fixed. That's been what, third year of it?
Yeah, I
Second year
think
of
it's
it?
the 3rd year.
Anyway, maybe I'm talking about out of context. I don't really know.
Yeah, probably it's
Prospect.
not. It probably is not that easy. But
Right, exactly. Aye.
Prospect beat Dunbar 4-0.
Dunbar struggling, huh?
Yeah,
Aye.
really struggling. They've got
Is it still Christian or Gaffer?
yeah,
Aye.
they've got 2 points 3 points in their first 3 games. 1-1 and lost 2. And Sydney Uni
Oh, the boys.
lost
Another
5-4
shock.
to Fraser Park.
Oh God.
Ooh,
You played Sydney Uni?
nah.
No.
Oh, we played Sydney Uni a few weeks ago, man.
Sorry. I understood if I played for them.
Oh.
Yeah, we did that. We did always every year.
Yeah.
Oh, the university.
The
Ah,
university,
yeah.
right.
I didn't like.
Yeah, they were poor.
Nah, they
were
were poor.
Aye.
Gary saying they're running about with their backpacks on.
They're not great, let's be honest.
I lost 5-4. Would have been a good game to watch, but
Yeah,
5 foot up, a crack.
definitely.
Man, scoring 4 goals and losing is
Yeah.
filthy. You're a striker and you've scored.
Hat trick and
I know, man.
Has he got-
with the
got
ball
that?
crying.
That's true. And that's us MPL round 4 complete, boys.
Brilliant. What are you next? I haven't got a bit of paper. I've got it in my hand. Fold it up.
Fold it up. Put it in the
Okay,
bin, that way.
I want to thank Lightweight Athletic as I always do.
Yes, please.
Yep. Thank you, Lightweight Athletic. As always, you get a discount of 15% on lightweightathletic.com. Just use the link in the description below on the YouTube channel and on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just click the link and you'll get use the code CFS at discount. You'll get 15% discount on all their clothing. Anything else to mention there? I've forgotten.
Nah.
Oh, actually, I want to mention. As of next week, BN Sports are going to give away free subscriptions to YouTube subscribers. So we're going to do a draw every Wednesday through our YouTube subscribers. We might actually have a wee wheel of fortune and have different prizes. Like we're going to give us some stuff as well. And so if you're a YouTube subscriber, you'll have the chance of getting a free BN annual subscription or some free gear from Lightweight Athletic, and then whatever other prizes we can pull out our arse.
Brilliant.
You probably don't want the ones we pull out our arse, so that wouldn't be
Definitely
ideal.
not.
But yeah, so subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. It will help the show, and you may get a wee prize out of it as well.
Brilliant. So, gents, on to you two. We'll start with you, Mr. Lopez, since you are the oldest person here.
Correct. I knew you were about to say that.
Tell us about your football, mate. So, obviously, you are Spanish.
What do you want to know?
I want to know absolutely everything, mate.
No.
Hold on, let's just start from a normal question. Where are you from in Spain?
Okay, I'm from Barcelona, like north, 30 kilometers north from Barcelona.
Yep.
I started playing in my suburb. Then I went to my city when I was 10, 12. Then I was signed for Espanyol at age of 13. And I was there till 20. Second team.
Also, De La Pena there?
De La Pena.
What a player.
I would say probably is the best player I've ever
he was a
played.
joke.
With and against. Yeah.
Same barber as you?
Who?
Same barber?
Sin barba. Yeah, calvo. Yeah, that's why. No, crazy. I remember playing against him third team against first grade or second team. It was when he came on, it was a different game. So maybe 1-0 down, 2-0, 2-1. He came on, boom, passes
so
through,
good.
crazy.
He was so good.
And yeah, it was in Espanyol until I was second team. Then I signed for Villareal, third team and second team.
Yeah.
And then
Don't say Raquel. You played with Raquel as well.
no.
Come
No,
on.
I wasn't that lucky. But in Espanyol, actually in Espanyol, I train with De La Pena, Tamudo. Remember the striker?
Yeah.
Callejon,
okay,
Callejon, Osvaldo.
Who's the
You know.
midfielder that's your friend?
Uh,
For Villarreal? Used to play for Villarreal?
No, it's the striker. So Gerard Moreno, he used to play for national team.
Yeah.
I played with him when I was in Espanyol. He got kicked out. Like, we don't want you anymore because he was small. I couldn't believe it. He was scoring any goal every game.
I'm surprised that Spain that happens because there's a lot of small players in Spain.
Yeah, but we were a physical team in Espanyol,
Right, okay.
especially because you are always playing against Barca.
Yeah.
So that's the derby, and they were more technically. We needed more.
Okay.
And then at 8 of 18, he actually grew a lot, and he was good for everybody. Villarreal, Espanyol, like Valencia. Then he went to Villarreal. I played with him again in Villarreal.
Yeah.
And then I got a big injury. Then I almost left football.
What
I
did
was
you do?
in my quad. So I like 5 or 6 centimeters, and then I was because I was far away from home, injured, and then I almost quit. But then I thought, I actually I'm just 21, and I went to Austria.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know why. My manager called me. There's an opportunity there. I was there. Weird experience. Good for my partner and myself because we were starting. We were a house for us. Like, we were traveling. But football wise, then I came back to Spain and I was playing. And I played there since I was 22 till I come here in 4th and 3rd division mainly. I played Nàstic de Tarragona, which is like all clubs, all clubs there, like Sabadell as well, Nàstic de Tarragona. I actually remember playing one pre-season game against Brighton.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, good game. And yeah.
What
No,
year was that?
not Brighton. Which team is also... No, it was in 3rd division, League One. White and blue.
Sheffield Wednesday.
No, I think it was Bristol. Sorry,
Oh, Bristol,
League
Yeah.
One, and they were physically huge, but we beat them 3-0.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Okay.
they're wow.
So that was it. You're in the what? Did you say the 3rd division of Spain?
Sorry,
You're in the
3rd division of Spain.
third
Yeah,
division of
I
Spain.
played there for three or 4 years, and then in 4th division for 4 more years or so.
And obviously very different to Australia, but how would you compare? Like,
Always, that's the classic question.
yeah, well, no, I mean, it's hard to. I'm saying I wouldn't compare, but what I mean is like,
Yeah.
even because the competition is different. Like, it's all right to say like they're better, but I mean, that team could still beat the other team based on how they play, whether it's physical or technical.
I would say the big difference for me is tactically.
yeah.
Tactically, it's really hard to see a 5-4 game or
Yeah.
3-1 in the 80th minute and someone came back. That's
Yeah.
you waste time. It's just more tactical. You pack the bus. For me, it's the big difference. Technically or physically, nah.
Okay.
And a lot of teams in NPL 1 would compete in 3rd division for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not that different. And I was actually surprised the good level. But it surprised me as well how many goals. I remember in Spain, if you are 2-0 down in the 60th minute,
You're like, fuck.
you're done. So
Game's finished,
you're
yeah.
going to keep trying.
I remember a stat, something like that. Was I think in football in general, the team that scores first tends to win. But I remember in the UK, the Spanish football was on every single Sunday on Sky Sports, and everyone used to watch it religiously before people used YouTube or whatever. And one of the stats was in Spain, something was like 82% of the team that scores first wins a game. So you're watching a game 1-0, you're like, oh well, that's it then.
literally. It is boring to watch sometimes, but tactically it's huge. You
Well, I
can
think
see a lot of tactics.
So I'm pretty sure from a coaching perspective, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of people say Spain and Portugal. So if you're a coach, say in the UK, it's almost like a passion project, side gig, hobby. Same maybe in Australia because people work full time. But people who want to be a coach in Spain or Portugal, and maybe like other European countries, it's like you go to university, you study coaching. It's like you actually study the art of coaching. You look at football as a topic to study, as you go to university to study whatever, politics or law or whatever it might be. So these people are coming out with degrees in football.
Yeah.
So they're looking at football through a completely different
Aye.
lens. Not to say they're better coaches or whatever else, but you can see why it gets more tactical, because doing 4 years of studying football,
100%.
you have to talk about the tactical side of things. You have to look at almost like a chess piece.
Yeah, correct. Every detail is important, like set pieces, who's the striker, who's the winger, where is he taking the players on, right side, left. So I remember getting like a lot of info in third division, like having Excels, like receiving info the previous night, like with all the midfielders, what they used to do, like sometimes even too much. But it's like, okay, you can see it. And sometimes I was shocked. We're here like, I don't know how they're gonna play. Like, do they play? Are we gonna see it? Are we starting from the back? But you get used to it, and it's fun to watch here actually. And you hear sometimes 2-0 down, and you still can't believe we're gonna score.
100%.
Which I would never feel that in Spain.
I honestly think, what do you think in the NPL? Or you can answer this. What is the score line? There's 10 minutes to go. What score line are you comfortable with? Like, we can still get a result here. I think three. See if I was
Three.
Depending of the team too. Last year, my last year in Barry's, with 2-0 up, we were quite good at like keeping the score. I remember, but we got experienced players as well. So it's depending of the players as well. 2 or 3-0.
I still think every game. At 3-0, I'm thinking we can still get something from this game. At 2-0, I'm thinking we can win.
Yeah.
If he scores like 82, 83, we need to score the next couple. And then obviously it starts to diminish. But I still think in 80th minute, you never know here.
Yeah, 100%.
You just never know.
But that's crazy. If you start,
That's mental.
that's crazy.
That's mental,
like,
man.
2-0, you should be comfortable.
Yeah,
I know.
but I think even if you're winning 2-0 though, you're still a wee bit in your head. You're thinking,
Correct.
this is
But
dangerous.
you know, it's like 2-0, 90th minute, the team's got to be consolation. And then you take kick-off and all of a sudden your behaviour changes. You start sitting deeper. They start coming on like they've got a corner. You're like, what's happened to you?
Yeah.
What's fucking happened to
What
you?
I always tell you, after we cop or we score,
Yeah, it's
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
yeah,
Next 5 is always
100%,
important.
No, in our league, you cannot be relaxed until the whistle is blown.
Do you remember last game, Barry's against Uni? We were losing 4-1 in the 80th minute, and we ended up 4-3, and we got a chance to score in the 90th.
Yeah,
He gonna
Jensen.
score two at Jensen. And I remember Wally. You played midfielder. I remember Wally telling me, "Why you didn't stop pressing? Like it was 4-1. You beat us. Yeah. 4-3. But we could even draw. We got the chance.
This was going in the last 10 minutes last year. We were 4-1
Literally.
down, and it finished 4-3. But 4-3, and then the last minute,
Keegan
it was
missed.
like 1-on-1.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally.
we missed it.
Literally,
Yeah.
1-1, good save from the keeper. Like, wow, we could draw actually that game.
Bizarre, man.
So in Spain, you're in the third division, and how did you actually perform there? Were you playing well?
Yeah. I was just, when I came here, I was in the fourth division, and I was studying at that time as well in a degree, and the money, you can only just live. So I was like trying to think about the future, and I was thinking, I already played in that kind of level for, obviously the top player can earn more money, but I was a midfielder usually starting, sometimes not. And I was thinking more like, just have a change. And that's why we came here. So
how old were you when you came here?
well, to be honest, we got married with my wife, and she asked me to come here for the honeymoon. And I started looking, I actually like Australia. Why we don't go for a year? And we ended up 5 years here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's why, obviously, I knew I wanted to play. So I started looking, and I met Nefta. I don't know if you know Nefta.
Gonzalez, yeah.
He used to play for the team that I used to play in
Oh,
Spain.
he's a good player.
Yeah, good player.
Very good player.
And good guy.
Was he not at Barcelona youth?
I think he was. I think he was. Yeah. I think.
Pretty sure he played with the golden generation. of the Barca.
I think he was maybe 1 or 2 years. Yeah. Really good guy. I text him. He tried to put me with some contacts, and
Is he still coaching here? Because he was at Mounties or Mount Druitt?
Mounties.
Mounties. He was Marconi's second team, but he left. Yeah, before the season.
He's quite close to Perco. I don't know where he is now.
No, I don't know where it is.
No, I don't think I think he's not coaching now.
Okay.
But he's always around. So
Yeah.
good coach.
And then, so when you came here, when did you come here?
2020, just before COVID.
Oh, wow.
Oh, bad timing.
Yeah, and then I went to Stanmore, so Inner Hawks.
Uh-huh.
I played there for 2-3 months before COVID hit. And
How
then
did you end up going there?
because of Nefta. Nefta knew Ben, and
Right.
Ben, obviously I came here really late. So I was trialing for Jacoa. They got already Bruno, and another was Portuguese. So as a visa player, I couldn't sign there. I was with Olympic because Nefta was assistant coach from Terry.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then Nefta wanted to sign me, but Terry's like, nah, he's too soft as a sixth. And fair enough, actually, fair enough.
Is that what you're a 6?
I am a 6.
Are you?
Yeah.
Just
I would.
just pull string.
Yeah. Just no. But now I'm obviously it's a different game.
Yep.
Here now I think I became more not box to box, but a little bit stronger, a little smart in the
Smarter,
transition.
Yeah.
Which is in Spain. There's not that many transition. So
Is that the biggest difference you think in Spain to Australia? Just
100%.
control the game almost.
Yes,
Okay.
because there's here. I would say the rest defense is
Yeah.
poor. So you need to, if you're not,
No, I agree,
but
I agree.
mainly, obviously, and every year that I've been playing here is better. You can see how the football is growing because of these kind of things.
I think the coaching's got better over the years.
Correct.
Aye.
No, it's the difference.
Yeah.
And the players got more knowledge, and then you're a better player, and there's
Yeah.
less transition. Still a lot.
Do you think what you learned, or I'm pretty sure you boys would agree as well, like when I grew up, the information players get now did not get taught any of it. Like none of it whatsoever. Maybe you're a little bit different being in Spain
Yeah.
and at a high level, but in the UK, mate, so you're saying this is analytics for the next day. Gary, show him on to his left. That was it.
Yeah.
That's my bet. That was the best bit of advice. That was the most analysis I'd get pre-match. Or Gary, make sure you win your individual battle.
Aye. Nah, I would
That was
say
it. All right, no worries.
keep a clean sheet today.
Yeah.
That was all.
There
the
was no
information.
analysis.
Yeah.
There was no analysis.
Good
or-
advice, thank you.
And
I'll try.
coaching was, I mean, it was guys who were passionate, experienced, like loved the game, like couldn't ask for more in that respect. But it was just this simple things, but are still useful to this day. Work hard, win your duels.
Yeah.
Like that stuff is the bread and butter of sport and competition. But there was no like even 4-4-2. You're marking your director, your two centre halves are marking two strikers,
Yeah,
the two
that's it.
fullbacks are marking two. That's what it was, man for man, all the way over the pitch. If you win your individual battle, we will be fine.
Yeah.
That was pretty
That
much
was
it.
it.
And then
100%.
obviously now you look at the level of details you get. Coaches are becoming more knowledgeable. Players are becoming more. The ones that want it have got access to learn themselves on YouTube, learn from a coach, and see genuinely. Your coach will probably be the same with Gabe. But if you ask your coach, Gaffer, I know I'm not playing well, but I'm playing six just now. Not playing well. What can I do better? They can go Vale, clips. There you go. There's your games we won. There's the games we lost. There's your turnovers. There's the duels you've lost. There's your direct opponent. There's no excuse.
Correct. I remember Martin Pose, Argentinian player, winger, and he was my coach for 3 or 4 years. I remember I was 19, Espanyol, and really good relationship with him. But he take me off against Barca. I was fuming. He came to me on Monday. He sat me down on his room. He started showing me videos, literally like, what did you do bad? What did you do bad? And he showed me 1 or 2 well. What the difference?
What sort of videos were these? Is this you?
My videos,
Oh,
like
right.
my
Oh, right.
turnovers. No.
Pornhub.
What could you do better?
Yeah. Okay, turn. No. Imagine that would be. No. But no, he was actually fun. Anyway, and literally he got my clips, and I couldn't say anything.
No, that's what you can't,
That's
exactly.
why you came off that game, man. I love you. I like you to be in the pitch, but you need to improve on this because if not, the team has a lot of turnovers. Like, shut up. Thank you.
That's
Gone.
it. You can't argue with that.
So it's like, and he actually helped me a lot. So that's why these kind of things that you want from the coaches were like, how can I be better player?
Yeah, 100%.
So
Because I think even obviously I'm getting older. I still want to see if someone sees something that you could do better.
100%.
I want to
man.
hear it. Like, cool. I'm
100%.
still
And I think
open to-
it's actually better when you're older because you're more emotionally intelligent to deal with
Yeah,
information
100%.
rather than being like, oh, shut up, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's talking about, or you go and tell your mate, oh, he's an arsehole, doesn't know what
Yeah.
But now you're going, okay, why do you think that? What can I do better then?
Yeah,
You tell
100%.
me. And that's when you get to see how good the coach is because they can, and then you look at the player, I'll give you information, but you're actually going to use it.
I tell Chaz every week what he can do better. man.
People can always do better.
Not
mate.
lying.
What about, so Chaz says Pochettino?
Yeah, Pochettino
Where was
probably.
that? Where was that?
When I was in the second team, and he was Espanyol when he got in Europa League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then the following year they actually did not really well, and then he got kicked off.
So was he your gaffer?
Yeah,
Was he? How was he?
he was amazing.
Aye.
So really strict, I would say, with the young players. Sometimes even too much. I remember, like, wow,
And what
like,
way?
a lot of respect to him. Like in terms of he didn't talk much to the young players.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or not, but not even the seniors. He was the one. I remember playing in Espanyol, like the stadium, empty stadium, like, and he was on top of the seats, like just watching, standing up, okay, boom. But like everybody respects him a lot. Yeah. And the assistant coach were the most like, So and the way he got every detail, like we were saying before, like starting from the back, you have to do this. You did that wrong, but maybe it was 3 meters because they gonna this midfielder doesn't go that high.
And that's enough to give you that half a yard. And that's it. Well, there's a video of De La Pena.
And he was really smart with the players as well. I remember Osvaldo never used to train, like lazy as fuck, like crazy. Never show up, bam, late with his mini Maradona face on the mini, like such a Italian Argentinian, good looking guy. He came with different girls and they were like, I want to be like.
Show me your videos, mate. Show me your videos.
But and no one was saying him anything, and obviously he was doing the difference when he.
Who was this?
Daniel Osvaldo.
Yeah, okay.
He was in City.
He
was. So he was smart, like picking the players and try to managing. He was really strict with the young, like kind of really organized, and then with the stars, he was good at dealing with
managing them.
Yeah,
well, I think the big old school gaffers like the Brian Clough and all that. That's what they used to do. Is like they had this aura about them, where as a youth player, you're just almost scared of them, and as a senior player, you can be scared of them as well. But that respect, because they don't necessarily just talk constantly to everyone. When they say something, you pay attention because you're like they don't say it much, and if they give you a compliment, it means even so much more. Not to say that's the right way. It's just a very a way that seems to be very crucial for those big characters.
When I was 19 in that year, they said, no, I'm not going to renew your contract. So I played 6 months I don't know what I'm going to play next year. And actually, like crack, I played really well. And the following year, they offered me 2 years. I stayed. Pochettino against everybody. Did you see Gabi? That's the example. Like he was about to wear kicked off, and then he just like be an example. Shut up, work hard. Saying that after this, he never gave me the chance. I was flying for a week. I was flying. Wow, Pochettino said that.
Well, that's they're talking about details. I was going to say that video of De Zerbi. I don't know if you've seen it. It was after he left Brighton, and he was at who did he move to? He moved to someone in Italy, didn't he?
I thought he went to France.
France. Aye. He was doing it. It was
Marseille.
I think it was Marseille. Aye. Yeah. But anyway, he was doing a drill, and obviously he does positional play. So he's got the boxes on the pitch, and
that's what Olympic were doing.
So he had one of the players on, same what you were saying in terms of like a meter. He's like, okay, unopposed, like automation, ball in here, and the guy takes his left foot, stop, go again. He's like, stand here, and he moves him like this, goes, go again, takes it, no, stop, go again. He's like, look at your body, your hip, turns his hip, like actually pictures hip and moves it like, millimeter, there you go. Now if you receive here, he's going to come in from here. You've now got this pass to go directly to here. And you're like, oh my God, man. Like the level of detail. Is, not to say that other coaches don't have that level of detail, but to stop it, to fix it, to not be happy with it until it's absolutely perfect and then get to play it. Obviously, the player still has to execute it. Yeah. But those level of details,
that's why players like Gabi, when they come to our league, I know when he came to Berries, he just took us from like here to like
was
right up here because he just knew the game better and like, you know.
Thanks, man. No, but I think I used to a lot of details. I remember even Vicente Moreno used to be my coach in Nàstic de Tarragona, and now he's in Osasuna, and he was in Mallorca. I would say the top coaches, they are obsessed in details. I remember he was obsessed on fitness. Everybody in the fat. I remember I was in 3rd division. We got amazing players, but lazy. Lazy cans. It's like, if you want to get promoted to 2nd division, because we got the team 4, you need to be like every detail and the media. So we knew what to say to the media. Yeah. Like they're going to ask for this. We're not going to say this. We have to say this. So they control everything.
But I think that is one thing I noticed, obviously being more on the physical side of the game from my side, but a lot of these top teams, Spanish teams, Italian teams, people think tactical. Conte, obsessed with fitness. The German Klopp, obsessed with fitness.
Flick now.
Obsessed with fitness. Guardiola, run. They're all lean, they're all fit. They're like, you can't play to that level. Do all those things because you have to smother the ball when you've not got the ball. You have to be back in position quickly. You have to do the transitions quickly. And to work that hard whilst also being classed technically is when you become an absolute beast, man. And those details are like, obviously, you'd rather have the technical ability than just being lean and being a weapon. But And you've got both, man.
Sergi Gomez is one of my best mates. He's the captain from
Sergio who, sorry?
Espanyol. Sergi Gomez
No, okay.
is the captain of Espanyol.
Is this, hold on, that's not Sergio Gomez from...
No,
I mean Mario
not
Gomez,
the
sorry.
not the left back. No. He's the Espanyol captain, and I played against Morata, and they played together in the national team. And Morata said the difference between Italy and Spain is fitness. So apparently the preseason are crazy. They run as hip, and you could see Morata when he went to top when he was at Juventus. So apparently physically he boom to the next level, and boom, now top. Yeah.
Then
After
everything
Lukaku
comes
as well, didn't it?
Yeah, Lukaku.
Lukaku
He's
I know he faded off a little bit, but
he's
his,
never been to the gym in his life, but
his first season into Milan, it was positionally, apparently Conte could say, he was like, he's never been coached, so he stayed behind, and he said it was an empty pitch, and Conte would just go, run there, run here, run there, run there. And then obviously positionally he was getting a bit more clued up because he obviously could finish, he's powerful. And then that level of detail, plus you need to get fitter, mate. You need to get, not just fitter, you need to get stupidly fit.
Yeah, of course.
Stupidly fit, man.
So you obviously a year Stanmore, 1 year, 2 years Stanmore?
Well, COVID hit, so not even a year.
Not even a year.
2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
And then I went to St. George
Yeah.
Saints
with
are-
Ben, FC.
Still don't know what one that is.
Saints.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. And then I went to Berries 2 years.
Oh,
Gino?
Berries, yeah. Who's the gaffer at Berries?
Wally.
Wally Sabor.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's been there a while now, eh?
Yeah, about 4 seasons since pretty much Gabi.
He's Gino's dad. You can see.
Yeah, he looks after me.
Does he? Aye. You're the favourite boy? Golden child?
I'm the captain, so I don't know.
Aye.
Maybe there's a little bit.
Nah, but he deserves it. He deserves it. And then uni.
And
From last year. You also came last year, right? To uni?
Yeah.
We came together. Yeah.
No, 2 years ago.
Not-
It's your third year, isn't it?
No, that's the second season.
This is only your second season at UNSW.
Starting the second, yeah. It looks like a lot, eh? But
it's taking its toll on me. I'm looking old.
What?
Because I was obviously riding me before.
Yeah.
Then went Sydney United. Then went.
Last year was your first year.
Aye.
I thought you'd been there the year before that.
No. That's the-
well, he's Gabe's favorite as well, Chaz, but
rightly so. Rightly so. He knows a good guy when he sees one, Gabi. So what were you obviously looking at UNSW? What have you thought about the club since you've been there?
man, structure, like we got assistants, we got like in terms of facilities, really good.
Yeah.
Like the pitch, the gym, and I would say the culture of the boys, the change room is really good.
Yeah.
Like we got that at Berries as well, and I think at our level is really important. I think you're gonna win half of the games only for this reason. But it's good to say you can see they're friends, but they're competitors as well. I would say, yeah. Let's see what this year. Sadly, I have to leave, but it's gonna be a good year for you guys.
I know, I'm sad, mate. I'm sad.
Yeah.
So are you seeing out the season? Or are you leaving before the season ends?
No, I'm leaving. So the plan was leaving after the season, when the season ends, but because of my family, yeah, I have to leave. I have to leave in 3 weeks, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for good.
Oh,
So the plan was leaving for good after the season. I actually stand the last year to play one more year.
So you've absolutely shafted UNSW for points? Yeah. Aye, decent.
Yeah, man. They're going to be, who wants to go? Visa players.
You're a visa player?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad though. Oh, for the window it's not bad, but...
Oh, thank you, man.
Can
He
you
doesn't
apply
care
for
about me, eh?
Can you apply for an exemption to sign another player? Or?
Nah, I don't
Nah, you can't, because we lost 2 visa players last year in like March.
Really?
One had to go back home to New Zealand, and the other one, I was injured or something like that, and he was going back, but he went to the window, but the New Zealand window opened earlier, I believe, so he could leave. Or one, I can't remember. But basically, 2 visa players we didn't have for a chunk of the year. So
You have to wait till July, no? Maybe?
Yeah, the window's annoying. It's round 20 or something like that. So it's a long way,
stupid
man.
time,
It's a long, if it was halfway, obviously it's still a long way to go, but at least you can have a right good influence. It's another 5 games, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But anyway, mate, that's good. So back home, we're going to play football back home.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I still fit. I still feel I'm fit. I don't know
You
what.
don't fucking look it.
No, yeah. I think I'm going to try to play as long as I can.
Oh, yeah, 100%, mate.
good, mate.
I only about 43 now.
Sorry, mate. Do you want me to leave? Or? Saying the oldest one, eh? Saying it? No, 32.
I know, we'll take the piss.
Yeah, no. Probably, I don't
Dances
know.
like he's 22 still, but
Yeah, mentality.
That's it, mate.
That's the most important. No, there's an option also because do you know about Kings League? The PK.
Oh yeah. PK.
I know a couple guys playing
really?
there, and there's an option. I wouldn't say yet, so maybe in a couple
How
of
does
years.
that work? I've seen some games of it, but like, is it like a full time job or just a wee part time?
No, it's part-time.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
part-time. But they just throw in okay, here is normal, but in Spain it's not normal throwing twice a week
Oh, to train. Okay.
and plus game on Sunday.
What,
so
what,
it's,
what do you do in Spain?
in Spain, I used to throw in 4 times at least.
Part time.
Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah. That's why when I came here, like, just 2?
Oh, we do 3. We do 3. I think.
Yeah,
I think,
NPL one,
I think
3.
Olympic do 4.
Oh wow.
I think someone told me that all day. I could be wrong, but I heard it. Yeah, I think it depends on.
So many factors like life
Aye.
away from football because
Yeah.
unless you're at a club where they're giving you say it's $2,000 a week and they can expect like this good chunk of money, we expect you to be here 4 times a week plus a game. But if it's not that, then it's too much.
Depends on
It's
where you
hard,
live,
yeah.
especially the travel. Travel's a bit
Yeah.
of a nightmare as well.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Like Gabi, you spoke too much, man.
I know. Gino, please. Sorry.
Gino, mate.
That was good, mate. It was good.
No, it was very good. You tell us about yours, mate. Your youth football to start, please.
Not as exciting as Gabi's, obviously.
Espanyol, started at Espanyol.
No Pochettino.
Mine's more humble beginnings in Fairfield Heights. So I played at Fairfield Hotspurs. So that was my first club up until around 10s. And then 11s and 12s was representatives. So I made Southern Districts for those couple of years. And then I entered the NPL system, but I kind of struggled going into that. I was a bit, overweight at the time because I was, come from an Italian family. And used to, enjoy my plates of pasta too much.
pizza.
I didn't love working hard on the pitch.
They're
so,
too good. They're
yeah,
too
struggled for a few years there and then finally ended up at Marconi at around 14, 15. That's where I sort of wanted to be and try and play there for the rest of my life.
So, question for you with that, right? Obviously, Italian background, living out west. That was you grew
That
up.
was our home club, yeah.
You wanted to like growing up. You wanted to play for Marconi.
Yeah, definitely.
Class.
Yeah, because we used to be there every weekend for every game.
Well, we'll talk about that. That's it. Ahmed and Tariq were talking about last week. Growing up, kids used to Marconi youth in the 90s, etc. Wanted to go and play for Marconi, but he felt like nowadays, if you're at Marconi youth, you don't go, I want to play for Marconi first team. You want to go and play anywhere if you can get an opportunity, whether it be Central Coast Mariners in A-League or overseas somewhere. Whereas, as you said, you grew up.
Yeah, no, that was like a big thing for us. Like,
Yeah.
I was there on the week and I was looking at the pitch and I'm going, could have been there. But yeah, never really happened. So, and then after Marconi, I had a bit of a bad run of relegation. So I was at Marconi in the 18s and they got relegated when I was there. And then I jumped to Parramatta Melita in the 20s, but I was actually lucky because I actually got my first NPL 1 debut because they were having a really bad year, lots of injuries. So I actually got a start and I scored actually in that
did you
game.
at the
So I've
debut?
got 1 goal in NPL 1
Good on you, mate.
in my first appearance. So
Who was that against?
Sutherland Sharks at
Brilliant.
Seymour. So we lost 3-1, but still, it was still.
Question: does that a year you didn't win a game?
Para. I ended up leaving before.
Stick a knife in, mate.
Whoa.
Fucking hell, man.
You just start, man.
Just been
close. That was-
relegated.
That was the first year that they went down, and then they went like down and
again.
down. So like it was.
Do you know? Because I was actually talking to Coxie last night, and he said there was a year. So I was obviously doing a wee bit of looking at where you'd played yesterday, and Coxie said there was a year around them when Parramatta didn't win. They went the full season without winning a game.
Yeah, it was probably.
Like, it was a bad-
Probably
like,
that
they were-
one.
That was when
Bad
Gino's
news.
first started, aye.
Yeah, that was when I was playing.
But that's why he left, though. Do you know what I mean? He was too good to go the season that way.
Yeah. So, and then I ended up at Apia for a couple of seasons in the 20s. Had a good run there, and tried to make first grade there.
Yeah.
But just unfortunately, just couldn't get into that squad. But I think it was a bit unlucky with timing as well because players like Jack Armson were in that team as well, and he's a gun. And if he wasn't making it that year going up, then I kind of was like, okay, fair enough, it is what it is. And then I kind of missed the boat with getting into a first grade team. And lucky I had a best mate at Berries, and he said like, we'll take you if you want to come.
Wait, so what age were you at that point?
20. It had to be my first year of first grade.
Difficult.
Yeah.
So
at
I
that
didn't even
point.
realize that you had to be onto it straight away.
Ah,
and
you
then
do,
all the
mate.
clubs are full, and I was like, God, I have
Yeah,
to.
it's
I
tough.
kind of had no choice at that point, but I was grateful as well to get in there. It was NPL 2 at the time.
Yeah.
And then that was a disastrous year as well. So,
no.
and then Branko Kalina came back in, tried to save us. He was a good character, and it wasn't happening. And then the next year we were down in 3, and then COVID hit. So COVID hit in those couple of years. We were lucky because we almost stayed in NPL 3, And then finally that year after, Gabi came in. It was a top 8 promotion back into
Yeah,
NPL 2. And we got promoted that year. And then it's been good since then. Like the year Gabi came in, the second year after Gabi, we finished equal 4th 2 seasons ago. We were 3 points off
Playoff.
Playoff. Like we actually had to delay our end of season because we were like, we might do this.
Oh, wow.
Like, you know.
No, it was
good.
crazy.
And it was very random. We went into that season, don't get relegated.
Literally.
That was it. Like just don't get relegated, and we ended up having a great year. It was just about building the team culture up and just getting that little bit of quality back in. And
So who's the main players in Berries this year?
This
Apart
year,
from yourself, obviously.
we got some big players. Like we've got like Paddy Savor, he's like a NPL 1 legend, Rockdale. Gianni Fiorezzi, he's played some MacArthur Bulls A-League games. Jake Mamone.
Oh, Jake Mamone's there?
Yeah, Jake
he was a
Mamone.
spirit.
He scored a bomb on the weekend.
Mate, I was going to say, what a delivery he's got. Brilliant.
Oh, yeah, no, but he's playing centre back at the moment.
Is he, aye?
You should see the goal he scored on the weekend.
I actually read about this, like 30 yards or something.
Yeah, I'll show you after the thing.
Jake Mamone's a great guy, man. Love him.
But yeah, no, we got a
So
few
you're not
others.
gonna play. You're not gonna play when you.
I don't have to. I'm just like chilling on the sideline. They're doing well. Nah, but I'll be back soon. Hopefully, I've had a bad ankle injury, so But yeah, no, we got a couple other boys. We got to mention James Ralston as well. He's a club legend. So,
He's a legend.
Yeah, no, it's Berries is a. Good
So what's the
place
plan
to
this year? What's the obviously I'm assuming it's not to get relegated. What's the plan?
Always first, don't get relegated. We just want to be competitive, to be honest. We just want to be every week going out there knowing that we can get 3 points. And that's look, I'm probably talking ourselves down a little bit, but that's the main objective from year to year. And we've always seen good growth in the club. And looking at the squad we have now compared to when I got there, or
You've got a few good players. A few good players you mentioned.
I look around and go, this is beautiful. Like when Gabi came, that's why I was captain, because I was probably the only one that cared enough to sort of be there. When Gabi came, I was like, I can there's some other players that are starting to care as much. And
He's a good captain.
It was just even just that training, like just people not putting in and that type of thing. And once you start to get that happening,
Yeah, it's a disaster.
But that's probably why we did that well the year that we came fourth, because every session was a battle.
Yeah,
you remember?
It's just the basics of football.
Boom, boom, boom. That's when you get competitive and you go over the other teams because you are used to it.
Yeah, I agree. We've had that conversation before on here, but talking about like turning up and busting your ass.
Yeah.
You might have a shit game, but just go and graft.
Get
and
the
do all
point.
the
Because
basic
everyone,
things
it
right.
doesn't take any skill to do it. That's why
Yeah, 100%,
anyone can
man.
run, anyone
it's
can
the
press.
competition you
100%.
put on positions. If someone's playing and they don't have anyone that's going to take their spot, well, then they're just going to
I'm
cruise,
playing. Yeah, 100%.
But I always say I think he's a good captain. I remember, I think you were overseas or you got injured and we started the season and he was quiet. He was on the bench. I remember 3 or 4 games coming off the bench, right wing, right back, strike, alive. He was like, I have to help the team. And then you came on, you start one game and you never took.
We played 6 and 8 together.
We played
actually.
6 and 8 together.
Good
But
combo.
you must have had to do a lot of running for him, man.
As long as it wasn't 69, lads.
But you make me look like I'm not running.
Do you?
You are the only one.
How are you at training? Do you graft at training?
Say that again?
Do you work hard at training? Is he a good trainer?
Just say it.
He's very competitive.
Man,
We used
I
to
just
have
hate
fights at
losing.
training.
I just hate losing.
No, I understand that.
But I think the hatred of losing drives him to
Yeah,
train well.
Yes.
Aye, okay, aye.
That's why I always define myself as I hate losing.
Who's the worst trainer you've ever had? 'Cause you can still be a good player, but who's like just a shambles at training? As in like, it could be just does not try, but they're maybe still good. It still could be shit, but anyone you can think of?
Well, Matthias was quite lazy last year,
Yeah, training. But he could win a game.
but he can win the game.
Yeah.
Right, left wing, right wing.
And what just not trying?
Yeah,
Just didn't care.
he would try sometimes. You know what I mean? One of them, like, he wouldn't do too much defensively, but when he got the ball, he'd come to life. And then he'd be like, chill again. But then, as I said,
Yeah, but-
come the weekend,
Yeah.
we could be drawing a game 3 each, and all of a sudden he picks up the ball, goes by 2 people and puts it in the top corner.
It's funny that, innit? Because training it's like so important, especially a coach. Like, you need to win your place at training, you need to train hard, but you have got some players who just, you go, I'm going to be class on Saturday. I need to play them.
No, it's right.
So you said, obviously, when you were there, Branko came in, interesting character was your wording.
He was he came in after we were like, I think we lost 5 or 6 straight, so he came straight in. And I remember the first time dealing with him, he had a team talk with the first thing, and he looked at us. He looked at us at the first training session. He lifts his shirt up. He's got abs, and he's like 65, 70. He's like, look at me, like I'm fit as, and look at you guys. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Like, you're fat, you're this, and it was like dealing with him was a different experience.
You said that he used to shower your boys, didn't he?
Pardon?
You used to shower with all your boys.
Yeah. No, he was good.
Look at
good
this.
Character. Yeah. No. So yeah, no. Branko was a definite.
How was he as a coach?
But it was for me. It was great because it was like someone that I hadn't ever dealt with that caliber before.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just took it on board and went like, yeah, this is awesome. Maybe a few of the other boys will say differently,
I
but
agree.
you know, he used to keep us there all night telling stories and stuff. He was a
Yeah, I like to talk.
but it
Yeah,
was-
because I think that
you have
standards wise, so I actually worked under him for a little while when I was at the Berries. So he came in my second year. So I was assistant coach, and then he came in as head coach. So I just was there.
What was your interview? Just top up, mate.
That's it.
You're hired.
You can play.
You're the assistant.
I wasn't doing football fitness at this time. I just thought that he's got standards.
yeah.
And as you say, people don't like it because he's pretty ruthless
Yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of how he delivers a message.
Aye.
But his standards are just really high,
Yeah.
and you either get on board with it or you're fucked.
Well, he was there the
ultimately.
couple of years before that.
Yeah,
And then it was only because he had left that they had done so like that.
yeah. So that's what I was there the first time round, and that's why.
you guys did well that. those
Yeah, it
couple
was
of
just
years.
the standards was the thing. Like he came in and he demanded certain standards.
I think the standards sometimes are just so low. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
and I think that's it. You get someone in who wants standards, and people are like, we don't need this much part-time football. And I'm like, I'm just asking you to get here on time. I'm just asking you to do like simple shit. I'm asking you not to do this. I'm asking you to do this. I'm asking you to put in at training. And then some people are so used to just like cruising through, getting a few $100 a week, making it easy. And then when someone, like you said, like 3 years ago, when you didn't feel like they care.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to pull up the standards of potentially 18 different, I'm not saying every player, but a lot of people, it's impossible.
Yeah.
But if you just get 5 or 6, the core 5 or 6, plus a gaffer,
to do it.
you can fuck off some of the guys who don't try. And there'll be a few that 15 who are going to come up with you, and then the standards just start to rise naturally. And sometimes even without the talent, that's enough to get you
100%
to become fourth.
100%.
Instead of getting relegated. The simplest stuff, man.
So obviously as well, I'm just going back to the Berries. You've been there for 6 years now.
Yeah.
I assume in that time there's been quite a lot of change. Like,
The name change, they changed names, did you know that?
Honestly, what were they called before? I missed that completely. What were they called before?
but just Bankstown Berries.
Oh, were they?
And then it's obviously changed to Canterbury Bankstown.
All right, fair enough. I didn't know that.
So is the club in a better place obviously now than it was then? And
Look,
if so, why?
When I came in, it was a bad year, so you can't really judge it completely. But when I came in, it was, you know, a lot of players were sort of earning lots of money, and you know they were coming in and they were just paying random players lots of cash and whatever. now it's
I want to go there.
now it's sort of, I think it's
And a big
changed for the
change.
better. Where we've cleaned up the club in the sense that it's people that actually want to be there week in, week out.
Yeah.
And we're kind of a bit of a transitional club for players, and we bring people in that are sort of maybe had a bad injury, or you know they need a sort of year to play. Like look at Gabi, like we developed him into the player he is today. No, but yeah, that's what we are. Like that's our sort of culture, and we enjoy that. But we're actually I'm probably talking down on us a little bit, but we're actually at a decent level now, like a pretty good level, and it's
Where did you
good to be a
finish,
part of.
last year?
It was down the table around 10th, 11th, but at one point we were up there, and it was just the depth of the team. We
Depth is a
struggled
big thing, innit? Depth is
because
a
the
big
year
thing.
before we had such a good year, all of our players kind of got poached, and then we had to
Yeah.
re-sign.
Who won? Like, let's just pretend UNSW won't win the league because you boys are going to see UNSW. Who will win NPL2 this year? Do you think?
I've had my money on Northern Tigers for the
Me too.
last couple of years,
Me too.
years, and I feel like maybe they've
This is the year.
just
For me,
just ready to
Northern
go.
Tigers.
They're
Chaz?
probably the one team that scare me the most.
I think ST Raiders will finish above Northern Tigers.
Okay, that's another question. The question was,
Yeah,
who will
yeah.
win NPL2?
I think we won.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my God, Chaz, I just said UNSW are not in the conversation, and who will win NPL2? You give me 2 random answers. There's no prize for getting this right, mate. Just who do you think?
ST Raiders.
You reckon?
Yeah.
And will the Northern Tigers finish above them? Oh,
It's impossible. ST Raiders. Because I think ST Raiders last year were very good. I think when we played them, there was moments in the game that they were like, they'd transition moments when they go so quickly, but it was so organised and everything was really quite well structured.
Yeah.
They've got a boy, Noah Chianese, scores goals for fun. So if you're building on what they had last year, they had a full pre-season. I think last year their pre-season was a bit wrecked because stuff was happening at their pitch, so they had to play games elsewhere and stuff.
Are they synthetic this year?
Synthetic this year.
We actually bears them in Valentine's.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So their pre-season was a bit all over the place because of there was stuff happening with their pitch last year. But I think if they're settled and they've had a year building on what they had last year, I think they were, because they were, in my opinion, they were probably the best team we played against last
I
year.
agree, but I think Northern Tigers got players who can make the difference. So as a team, I would say SD, and obviously I know Jairo, who is there, who used to play for us, the Spanish guy, really good player. And the things he told me about the coach and the way he trained, standards, everything.
SD Raiders or Tigers?
SD,
Yeah.
like quality.
Yeah.
He actually stayed there because of the coach.
Yeah.
And like every single detail, even like top player like Jairo, he scored with us like 14 goals. He was on the bench. And mainly the coach was like, no, you don't understand the way we play. Once you understand, you will play. So he got the balls to do that, and that means a lot.
Yeah.
But as a top player, I think Northern Tigers is a little bit better.
The question will be again with Northern Tigers, can they stay consistent? That's always been, like you said, every year we're like, the Tigers will go up, and then it gets to round 15, it's like, Tigers might not make playoffs. Tigers, and then it's like, before you know it, Tigers are finishing 6th.
But us, we need to win, man.
Yeah, I know.
Have you got the depth, think, to win it?
Yeah, I do. We do. We definitely do. We've got a very good squad.
You can't be drawing the Mounties if you want to win the league.
100%, I agree with you.
To win the league, because MPL2 is so hard, because you can't come third and maybe you need to come top.
I think that's been our conversations this week, is that we need to be better. They had a game plan and we didn't do enough to break them down.
What was top of the league points last year? How many points?
Oh, Mount Druitt lost twice all year, I think.
Say that again?
Mount Druitt lost twice last year.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's what I mean. So like, you're going to need a lot to
I don't think
to
there'll be
come
a
top.
runaway this
No,
year.
I don't
It'll be
think so
probably a
either.
lot more competitive.
Yeah,
at the
I
top.
agree.
Who's the dark horse?
Oh, UNSW.
UNSW
win it,
they'll come second, they'll come third.
And fourth.
Who's the dark horse MPL2?
What does it mean?
Newcastle Jets.
Like who is maybe not in the, so we're saying SD Raiders, Tigers,
okay.
UNSW. Who do you think actually?
Jets were really good.
I thought Jets were great as well.
Man.
Are they?
I did
Dark horse,
that. Good question. I was going to say, are there dark horse Jets?
They shouldn't have been
An
in the
academy
league for so
team?
long.
Yeah,
Not dark
but
horse. Would it be that surprising if Jets won the league? No, really.
I think
No,
so.
they won't win the league.
I think it would be surprising because they came from MPL3 last
But
year.
they won an MPL3 side. They just had to start there.
But they've been there for 2 or 3
I know, but
years.
that same team you could put in MPL2, and they would not have came bottom of MPL2.
Yeah, it's true.
Look at Mounties coming up. They're rock bottom MPL2.
Dark horse then.
yeah,
I know they've not played everyone. I'm just trying to think of some of them. Not because Tigers and SD, it's always those two in the conversation. You're always saying UNSW. So if that's the 3 everyone's talking about, then there's obviously someone else. Bills are in there, but they're not a dark horse to me. Must be someone.
I don't
Come
think
on,
there'll be any.
you guys, you have to.
No one standing out.
Us?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
We're just enjoying it.
Yeah.
We're just happy to be involved.
I don't know then.
Nah, no one really standing out.
I mean, as you say,
Oh,
we've
I know.
only
There's Jets, there's Bills, there's UNSW. There's 5 teams there, so there's a lot of teams I've mentioned.
Hills.
Oh yeah, how's it?
Yeah,
okay.
Hills has to be competitive.
Yeah, they will
Yeah.
be competitive. They won the
That's 6.
first 3
Yeah.
games, didn't they?
So that's effectively the top 6 hypothetically.
Are Spartans any good?
Inconsistent so far.
Yeah, inconsistent. I
That
would
was
say.
I was
They
thinking
might
about
be
Yeah.
a bit of a,
It's a
maybe,
dark horse
they got some
because
quality on this.
they
They
do.
do.
Good players,
And
but
Ben,
then
Ben tries to play as well, doesn't he?
they do play, and then but
Yeah.
that was our first win, obviously, at the weekend.
They've got Timoteo, they've got Pelicanos, decent centre halves, Blake
Aiden
Illich,
Kyra
and
scores
Kyra. They've got
goals.
some decent players.
Yeah, and Ben wants to play as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I play. So possibly them, yeah.
I don't know. I can't see Spartans winning it. I just don't think they've got they've started poorly already.
Yeah.
Because once you look, I know it's alright getting a rocky start, but as I said, with MPL2, you can't. It's not top 6. You need to win. Like,
Yeah.
It's
hard.
It's a big.
It's really
It's
hard.
very hard. So you can't really
Yeah.
afford these draws. Draws kill you. Draws absolutely kill you.
No. Even when we came 4th, we were like in a round. I think we won like 6 games in a row. We draw. But we still were like 3rd, 4th. Like we
You
can get
think
there.
they've not lost in 12 games? Why are we not moving? Like,
Yeah.
because everyone just keeps. There's just that team
Drawing.
in front of you.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. And then, is there anything else you're going to add into there?
Nah, not at all.
Oh, I was going to ask you, do you know what players you've played with or against? Anyone? He's obviously mentioned De La Pena and all that. There's no point in getting that conversation. But anyone in NPL who you've played with or against who you thought was brilliant?
I think players that I played with. I mean, there's not many that are top level, but I always say Tarek Mayer from Sydney United because I played with him in primary school and high school.
He scored a good goal at the weekend.
Yeah, he scored that great goal on the weekend, and he was just a freak. Like he'd be the type of guy that would just rock up and just not even warm up. I'd be doing leg swings for about 45 minutes. He's on the pitch, just slaloming through players and scoring great goals. So he was great. And when I was at Apia, Franco Parisi, training with him,
Joke.
he was a freak. He like the same thing, didn't even work up a sweat, and he was just always
intelligent.
And then probably a player that gave me nightmares for some reason, Matt West. Not for some reason.
Is that just looking at his face?
Oh. He just used to. I think he scored like a hat trick against like me or us, our team, probably like twice or three times.
Good goal scorer, wasn't he?
We played you one year, I think, when I was at Rowdomere, and I think we won maybe 5-1 or something.
Yeah,
maybe
was it playoff game?
No,
I don't know, but he scored some ridiculous goals. Like we just head the ball down, and then he'd just run up and straight volley it, top corner. Like it was just like.
Because Fig was in goal. I actually remember the game because I've hit the ball. I've literally kicked it, and it's bounced once. And Westie's side-footed it over the keeper.
Yeah, it's one of those ones.
Yeah.
you love these long passes, eh?
100%.
Long ball, mate. That's direct.
He doesn't care about if we tired or not. He just hit the ball.
Yeah, man. Go fucking run do your job.
Nah, you're good.
Who have you got this weekend?
Hakwa.
Hensley.
No. At Village Green.
Hensley. Imagine being a ball boy at Hensley. Oh,
Yeah,
worst job in the
yeah.
world.
That was like back in the day at the Crest.
Worst
the
worst
Crest,
job
yeah,
in the
like
world.
same, man.
And all dark.
Oh no,
Hensley's soulless, man. Soulless.
I hate that.
Decent canteen, but if you flee.
The ball used to be in play for probably 25, 30
Ah,
minutes.
mate, horrendous, man.
100%.
We've only got 2 balls. Oh, ideal.
Hakwa winning 1-0 and there's one football.
It was funny. One time at North, we were versing North Shore Mariners. The team the year that I went there and were coming last. They were first, and they came to the Crest, and they needed to win to go up. Right, that was so. They brought all their fans along. Anyway, one thing led to another. We went up 1-0, which was actually pretty funny because then we started wasting time from the 20th or 30th minute. We didn't really care. We were just like taking the piss. We come out, we go to half time and we come out and they had lined the athletics track with about 40 or 50 little kids, like as the ball boys. And we were just like, we just didn't give a fuck. And we were just like, ref, like we're not playing unless they're on the other side of the fence. So we made all these little kids go back over the other. That's the type of place the Crest was. But
Yeah,
it was just a laugh. Like it was full of those types of memories.
The changing rooms were the best though, eh?
That's a small changing room.
Tiny, mate.
Everyone hated playing there, eh?
I can't remember the Crest.
The pitch was actually good there.
Pitch was good.
No, I'm pretty sure we coached there. I'm pretty sure we coached there one of the academy tournaments with Perry. Me and Perry coached there.
Oh, okay.
It was a tiny changing room. I think that's the right place anyway.
Oh,
Not certain.
small.
You could probably fit about 4 or 5.
I think
players
that's
in
the same one.
Next to each other.
Done?
Chaz,
Predictions?
Predictions.
So, Gavi was shaking himself about these.
What happened last week? Have you got the total tallies?
I can do them for next week. I've not got
I do them for
these
next
now.
week. I'll put a wee post up so people know what the crack
I
is.
managed to get 2 last week.
2?
Yep, Tarek got 4. I get 6 and you got 4.
Oof, stinking week for
What's the
me.
highest? 9? 10?
This season I think it's 8 so far.
This year's, it's normally a lot. Who got the
I'm
highest?
gonna lose. No worries.
I think we both had 7s.
No, but what the
But I
highest
think
gets, though?
7 is the highest.
Right, okay. It's hard, man.
It's
Yes.
hard.
Even like...
Gavi, you told me yesterday you'll get at least 10 out of 12.
What?
That's what you told me yesterday, right?
Yeah, sure.
I think honestly predicting these, it's a complete flip of the coin.
Yeah, probably I'll win. Just because.
Aye.
Well, there's actually some decent games.
Well, Sparky, Mark McNulty, who just arrived to Scotland, 2 weeks, knew none of the teams, just guessed, and he got what, 8 out of 12 or something?
You get 7 or 8.
That's probably going to be me.
Aye.
Right, NPL 1 we've got this week. Big game, Marconi are playing Olympic at home.
Marconi Olympic at home.
Marconi are at home, yeah.
Oh, Olympic won 5-1 at the weekend. Marconi drew 1-1. Marconi have not won at home yet, have they?
Don't think so.
Draw.
Drew with St
Draw.
George.
Draw. I
Drew
go
with
for
St
a
George.
draw.
Drew with Blacktown.
I'm going draw as well.
2 late goals.
Draw.
Draw.
I'm going to go Marconi.
Home.
Marco
St
Yesic.
George FA versus Blacktown.
Is FA the good one?
Yeah, that's McNulty, Dakota.
Oh, City. Oh, okay. Against Blacktown. Oh, Oh, at Penshurst.
St George. I go for St George.
Tiny pitch.
Draw.
Draw, 2 draws to lead us in, man.
New low.
To get extra points.
I want to go St George. I think
I'm going St George as
I
well.
think St George look good, and at home's tough.
Chaz, you copy me, man.
That's why I'm letting you say everything first. Manly at home to Mount Druitt.
Manly.
Did Manly play away games?
It's true.
I think other games been
No,
Friday night.
but I think the game against Sydney FC was supposed to be Sydney FC's home game, but they played it at Manly.
So my question
But I don't know
remains:
why.
do Manly play away games?
Oh, no, so it doesn't look like it.
This is the 5th home game, sure. Friday night.
Nah, they played one away game.
Get it up, stat man. I don't know. So Manly versus who playing? Oh, Mount Druitt. Mount Druitt been unfortunate, by the way. I think they've been unlucky so far. Pedrinho looks good. Joey Gibbs obviously a good player.
Yeah, I'll go for a draw.
Draw. You're fucking at it. You've said draw for every game.
No.
No?
Say draw. I say draw, 1 draw. So the player at home. Who was the last game?
So
I don't know.
Olympic Marconi.
Yeah.
Manly have played 3 home games and 1 away game.
Who did they play against away?
Sydney FC.
Okay. Where did they play that game though?
At Manly.
Yeah.
So they've not played outside of
So
Cromer yet.
they've not played.
They've
away
played
from
all the games at
Cromer
Cromer.
yet. Yeah,
And how many points have they picked up?
hardly any.
I mean, unless this Sydney FC game was a reverse fixture and they'll get to play the next one again at Cromer, or they have to play Sydney FC next time.
No, I think that was still classed as Sydney FC's
Right, okay.
home game. They've picked up 5 points, 1 win, 2 draws, and a loss.
I want to go draw Mount Druitt Manly.
Draw.
Is what I said.
Oh mate, you're the guy. You're the expert NPL 1, mate. So I follow you.
I'm going to go Mount Druitt.
Ooh, taking the risk.
Mount Druitt have done well so far.
They have done well.
Aye, they've
And
done well. I mean, I say done well. They've not.
But I think they're
Been
gonna
brilliant.
be
Won one game, I
They're
think.
gonna be really good at their place.
There's goals.
Do you know
Games.
what, right? Do you know what? In saying this, Manly have scored 5 goals and they all came against Central Coast.
Aye, they've not scored goal. And Mount Druitt score almost every week. Score 2 or 3.
Yeah. St George Saints at home to Sutherland.
Oh, that's
I want to go. Oh, I want to back
Sutherland.
Bay this week and I think they'll get their first 3 points.
You're going Sutherland?
yeah.
Me too.
Sutherland?
Sutherland, they look good to be fair, but I think St George are
I'm going to go St George.
they're
as
due
well.
a result. They're due a result.
Right, NPL 2 boys. Hills at home to SD Raiders.
Oh, they'll be coming what, second and third behind UNSW.
Oh my
Got a
god.
tough
I'm
game.
the last now. And we play Raiders SD next week.
I want to go. I want to go SD Raiders.
Yeah, same. SD.
Draw.
I've gone. I've went draw as well.
Absolutely safe.
So hang on. You went draw for.
Everything pretty much.
No.
Just put a big
I mean,
X.
You went 3 draws. Okay, I've got.
Yeah,
it.
and 2.
Berries at home to Spartans.
Berries.
It's just good berries involved in it.
You're just happy to be there.
Every time we're mentioned on the pod or in Football New South Wales, it's always a shock when we win. It's like berries win.
Well, mate, I'm
What
going to be
a
honest
shock.
with you. You've not gave yourself. We give you a platform to say otherwise. You're like, yeah, we just enjoy it, you know.
We say we want to win the league. Yeah, well.
We've just got guys who come in after injury
We're
and all
just
that.
there for the
and move them
culture.
on.
And, go to Bali.
We'll bring
for the
new
season
players
trip.
next season.
Good food, but
Yeah.
Pardon?
good food.
Yeah.
The
What's it?
berries.
What is it? What they got?
Slovakia.
Oh, Slovakia. Okay, brilliant. Aye.
Berries at home to Spartans.
I want to go
I have to
Spartans.
say berries.
I'm going to say Spartans. Sorry, mate.
That's okay. It'll be a surprise win.
Aye.
I'm going to say draw.
You guys
Oh.
will enjoy it though. You'll enjoy the game.
Yeah, we'll enjoy it. Yeah.
Good changing room
Fun.
after.
Northern Tigers at home to Bankstown City.
Northern Tigers. They've just got that player that can make a difference, mate.
Northern
Inside
Tigers.
information.
I'm going Bankstown.
Ooh.
Differential.
Yeah, good for us, but
Yeah. Fancy a wee reaction.
Are Tigers at home?
Aye.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tigers.
Tigers.
yeah.
Rydalmere at home to Mounties.
Rowdymuir.
Rather me.
Mounties aren't looking great, are they?
Rydalmere.
And you said you peppered them as well.
I'll go draw.
Draw.
You just make me not say draw anymore.
I'm going to go Mounties.
Mind games, mate. Mind games.
Mounties? Good, Chassis.
Parramatta at home to Bankstown United NPL 3.
Parramatta.
Ooh, that's a big fixture.
Nah, Bankstown.
So you've gone Bankstown.
Yeah.
You've went Parramatta. It's a hard game, that.
Is it Josh Gersbach still there?
Nah, Bankstown United.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Josh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rate him.
Go Bankstown.
Thanks, Tim. I went draw. Camden at home to Granville Rage.
Oh, these games are just brutally hard to get.
yeah.
It's I think
Camden's
it'll
hard.
be
It's
7-0.
hard. It's really hard.
Camden's hard to go to, innit?
It's hard to go.
I'm gonna go Camden Tigers.
Draw.
Just because my mates play for Rage, Camden.
I'm going to go Rage. Prospect at home to Fraser Park.
Fraser Park banging the goals in.
Yeah. Prospect just beat Dunbar 4-0.
I go for Fraser.
I'll go draw.
Draw.
Call it a Gabi. I'm gonna call it a draw.
Away.
Draw.
Draw. I've went Prospect. And last, Gladesville at home to Dunbar.
I'll go Dunbar.
Gladesville.
I've went Gladesville.
Draw. I have to finish with draw.
A lot of draws.
Another
This would be a
Gabi.
good multi. For,
Yeah.
But we don't bet.
No, we
Correct.
do not bet.
There you go,
No,
see.
No, I can't bet.
Definitely not.
Guys, thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks for your time, lads. Appreciate it. And
A
all the best
pleasure.
for your move back home, mate.
Thank
All
you,
the best.
mate.
And all the
Thank
best.
you.
You enjoy your game at the weekend, mate. I'm sure you will.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's hot.
Thanks, lads. Yeah, good extra, man. Yeah. Thanks for having me. What was that guy's name you said? The gaffer was the line.
Oh, Danny.